Yo, turn the lights down low and the drama up. She's late, she's loud, and she live. Woo! You already know who it is. Shades 2, baby. She back again. Crowd lit, vibe on 10. Shay walk in like we back again. News, tea, jokes and spins. She don't do small talk, she go in. From the headlines to the comment section, she call names with no correction. You tuned in, don't act brand new. It's late night, baby, she got that view.
Late night with Shay.
She say what she want and laughs all day. Live on Shay's tube, press replay. You thought I lacked game, back again.
It's a late night with Shay.
She say what she want and laughs all day. Live on Shay's tube, press replay. You thought I left, nah, I'm back again. Popcorn ready, wig on alert. She dropped one line, and somebody hurt. Talk show queen with a side of roast. She run this thing from coast to coast. Late on purpose, still on time. She hit you with shade, then call it a rhyme. Talk smart, talk slick, talk flame. Say the name right, yeah, late night with Shay.
It's a late night with Shay.
She say what she want and laughs all day. Live on Shay's tube, press replay. You thought I left, nah, I'm back again.
It's a late night with Shay.
She say what she want and laughs all day. Live on Shay's tube, press replay. You thought I left, nah, I'm back again. That's right. News, drama, laughs, whatever else you feel like. One mic, one queen. Late night with Shay. On Shay's tube, she back again.
It's a late night with Shay.
Yeah, she say what she want and laughs all day. Live on Shay's tube, press replay. You thought I left, nah, I'm back again.
It's a late night with Shay.
She say what she want and laughs all day. Live on Shay's tube, press replay. You thought I left, nah, I'm back again. Yeah.
What's up, y'all? Welcome to Shades Tube Late Night Owl Talk Time. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Welcome to everybody in the bushes, everybody who watches us in the replay over here in the comment. We got Jermaine in the place to be, Red Squid X-Files. Thank you so much for being here. Happy and blessed weekend, guys. And thank you guys so much for tuning in to Fuccery Friday / Saturday. All right, guys, let me go and do that copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, education, and research. That entire copyright disclaimer is in my description area. Part of it is floating across the screen, and it will be in my comment area as soon as I can get it there. All right, y'all, if y'all enjoyed this content tonight, make sure you guys thumbs up this video. Also, if you are not subscribed, please subscribe below and hit that bell notifications so you can be notified of any upcoming videos. Make sure you share and leave a comment. And thank you guys so much. All right, and if y'all want to show additional support to this channel or for this channel, you can do a super sticker, super chat, or membership for $4.99 per month, or you can do a Cash App donation to $Shades2. Again, guys, thank you so much for tuning in, and we got a lot of stuff in store for you guys tonight. Let's see here. So tonight, guys, we're going to talk about Shannon Sharpe. He settled the lawsuit. The amount that the young lady got is not disclosed, but she was asking for $50 million. So I'm thinking that is probably somewhere in between. Okay. And then Jamal White's mom was arrested as well. So we're going to talk about that briefly. Then TD Jake's situation and Mo3 trial starts for Devin Brown. We will touch on that. and whatever other news I have, including some fuckery news stories. Okay, so go get you something to drink and relax and seat, bed, or whatever. If you are at work, continue to do your job and listen or watch me on the down low. All right, guys, and again, happy and blessed Friday night, Saturday morning. Happy and blessed weekend, guys. All right, it's not even Friday here anymore, y'all. It's 12:31 a.m. out here on the West Coast. So why your girl saying Friday? All right, it is July the 19th. These days are winding down very quickly. The summer is almost, it just started, but it's almost like it's almost over. They already got the fall stuff out, the Halloween stuff. Heck, some stores got the Christmas stuff out. These people be doing stuff so quick, guys. It's plain ridiculous. We can't even enjoy the summer good before they start bringing out the fall stuff. Okay? So anyway, let's go ahead and peace and salute to you, hon. Let's go ahead and start off with this. I'm about to say haul. It's live. All right, so first thing first, let's go ahead and cover Shannon Sharpe, okay? Let's cover his stuff. Because, you know, I told you guys about it when everything popped off with this lawsuit and things. So it's only right for me to go ahead and give you guys an update, okay? So let's do Shannon Sharpe. Okay, so all right. So let's go ahead and do Shannon Sharpe first. Hold on, you guys. Let me get the information. Y'all know I've been using my phone for everything. I got it already stored here. I just have to get to it. Shannon Sharpe. So anyway, as we already know, I'm pretty sure everybody have heard this. Let me turn this fan up a little bit more, you guys. Hold on. Let me just turn it on like that for a minute because I'm kind of hot. Then I'll turn it back down in a minute. But so anyway, Pro Football Hall of Famer and podcast star Shannon Sharpe settles his sexual assault and battery lawsuit. Now let's see here. So y'all know he had a lawsuit against him, accusing him of multiple instances of assault, sexual assault, battery, and sexual battery, according to a statement from the accuser's attorney. Okay? Now, both sides acknowledge a long-term, consensual, and very, tripped out relationship at times. And that's according to attorney Tony Busby. He also said, after protracted and respectful negotiations, I'm pleased to announce that we have reached a mutually agreed upon resolution. All matters have now been addressed satisfactorily, and the matter is closed. The lawsuit will thus be dismissed with prejudice. Now, a spokesperson for Sharpe confirmed the details of Busby's statement and said that the three-time Super Bowl winner would not be commenting further on the matter. The terms of the settlement were not disclosed. The lawsuit originally sought compensation and punitive damages of more than $50 million. Okay. Sharpe's legal representatives described the lawsuit filed in April as an attempt to shake down the popular podcaster for millions of dollars and say he categorically denies all allegations of coercion or misconduct. Sharpe has also disputed the claims. So, in the suit filed in a Las Vegas district court, Jane Doe accused former NFL All-Pro of manipulating and controlling the plaintiff, during a nearly 2-year period that started in 2023 as a consensual relationship when the woman was just 20 years old. The civil complaint alleged Sharpe, who is 56, violently actually assaulted and raped her, from behind in that area back there in October 2024 and again in January of this year in Las Vegas. She said he blatantly ignored her request for him to stop. The suit stated after many months of manipulating and controlling the plaintiff, a woman more than 30 years younger than he, and repeatedly threatening to brutally choke and slap her, Sharpe refused to accept the answer no and raped the plaintiff, despite her crying and repeatedly screaming no. When asked if Jane Doe had contacted police during or after the alleged assaults, Busby said he could not comment. So anyway, Sharpe's attorney, Lanny J. Davis, said the woman is attempting to blackmail his client and that the pair's relationship was consensual and sexual in nature. And in many cases, it was initiated by her with specific and graphic requests. Okay. So he has, settled the lawsuit. They did not disclose the amount, but if she was asking for $50 million, I bet she probably got about 20 or 25 million. Because I really don't see her accepting anything smaller than that. It'll eventually come out one day. It will eventually come out. So let's see what Jermaine said over here. Jermaine said Tony Busby, huh? And I still think this was just sick role playing and she tricked him. Well, you know what? He's an old grown ass man. And the thing about it, Jermaine, he should have known better, okay? This dude is like damn near 60 and dating a 20-year-old. Come on now, what do you really honestly think she wanted? Okay? Shit. I mean, these men don't never learn if they do the same shit over and over and over again and then expect different results. All right? If the man was not rich, the girl wouldn't even talk to him. And first of all, she would have been dismissed anyway, talking about she want a black little baby. Who says this? Shit, who says this? This kid was a kid, okay? He's a grown, old-ass man. He should have known better. Let's keep it real. Damn, he could be her damn dad. Almost a granddad. Come on, let's keep it real. Please. So the thing is, men should know, especially when your ass is 55, 54, 50, 52 years old and you're dating someone 30 years younger than your ass. What do you expect? Not saying what she did is right, but then what possibly do you expect to happen? Shit. These people better stop being stupid, stop doing the same thing. How many men must do the same thing for these men to realize what to do and what not to do? I'm sick of making up excuses for these grown-ass men. You know what I'm saying? They know what to do and what not to do. Shit. Keep on doing the same dumb shit over and over again. What do you expect? Different answers, different things are going to happen? No. The same shit keeps on happening over and over again, and these stupid-ass people keep on doing the same thing. Getting down with what the hell would a 20-year-old want with a 50-some-year-old man? I don't give a damn if he's 50. He's still older. Shit. Hell, I'm 50-something. I don't want to stop, but still. I mean, come on now. Let's keep it real. Shit. And hell, when I was 20, I don't want no 50-some-year-old old-ass man. What the hell can he do for me? Besides, give me some money. Let's keep it real. Shit. Please. And then she talking about, I want you to put a little black baby up in me and stuff. Man, that would have been grounds to dismiss her ass anyway. Okay, they got some fine ass 40-year-olds, okay? Hell, if he wanted younger, he could even went to 36. That's younger. He's 50, 55 or shit. Damn, 36 is still younger for him. Why do you have to go pick a little kid up? Because that's basically what she is. Y'all, look, my son is over here 17. Damn, he's almost 20 himself. That's equivalent to some damn 30-some-year-old trying to talk to him. Like 17. What the hell? What's wrong with y'all? Grown ass people, talk to grown people, please. and stop messing around with these little bitty ass kids. That's why y'all asses be in court all the damn time. And when people tell y'all asses to stop, stop. No means no. I don't care what people did with you before. No means no. Okay? Whether you are a woman or a man, no means no. Just like when somebody say, get your ass out their car. That means get your ass out their car. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why y'all be doing and playing all these games. This is why people be getting unalive all the time, because people cannot follow simple requests. Damn. You go out here, you pick out a woman that's 20 years old, 30 years younger than you. What the hell do you expect? For real. Oh, man. Let me just start it down some. Shit, I mean, if he was broke, she probably wouldn't even talk to him. Wouldn't have looked his way. Let's keep it real. That's why she's so quick, to sue. Well, I remember those text messages. I remember them, and she was joking, messing around, playing, saying stuff, doing the most. But the thing about it, you can do all of that. The thing where he messed up at is if he raped her, or hit her or anything like that. That's where he possibly made a mistake at. Let's see, you said what? It's not about is the woman wrong, because clearly he settled the lawsuit, so clearly he must have did something. The thing is that these old ass men need to stop dating super, super young women. You 55 years old. Young to your ass is 30, 36. You know what I'm saying? That's still young. Goodness. Turn this damn thing down. Every time I get on this damn thing, notifications comes on. Yeah, so that's why I want to hear shit about the case, because the thing about it was her choice, and it was also her choice to file this lawsuit, and she won. So it is what it is. I doubt it. She just wants that money, honey. Okay, if nobody want no old penis. Okay, let's keep it real. When they're 20, that's the way they role play. She played him. No, he played himself. He played himself. She didn't play shit. He played himself for allowing himself to be in that situation with this chick. He played himself. Y'all stop blaming the women too, because these people are grown. This man is grown as ever. All right. He played himself. All right. Him and any other man that gets in these situations, they do the same shit over and over and over again, and then expect different outcomes. They be the same damn outcome, and they basically say the same thing. He raped me. He actually assaulted me. He did this. He did that. So it is what it is. If they don't learn, why in the heck should I feel sorry for their ass? Okay, and that's on everything. Let me go ahead and see what they're saying about him on TikTok. It's the same shit every time. I mean, how many things do you have to read like this for these people to get in their head to stop talking to these damn women who could be your damn daughter? And as soon as something go down, or you don't do what they want you to do, or whatever the case is, or if you do things to them, then you get that lawsuit and you want people to feel sorry for your ass. This dude is grown as shit. He knows better. And honestly, if he did do anything to this girl that she did not want him to do, he deserves everything that he has to go through, point blank. When people tell you no, that means no. They say stop, that means stop. If they say they don't want to do certain things, then you don't do it. You don't keep on doing it. Not saying that he did anything, but I'm saying if he did. And that's just how it goes. So let's go ahead and play over here. Let's do this. Let's see what these people are talking about Shannon Sharpe. He can't disclose how much it is, because I'm pretty sure they got that in the agreement. But later on, somebody will disclose something. Well, let me see who I want to pick out. I'm trying to see who would look like they are true. Let me see what he's talking about. To you, because you got damn music on. I told these people they got to stop putting this music on. Listen to this. Did I share it? Hold on, I just share it. Hold on, y'all. Let me share the damn screen. I forgot to share it. Not my damn account. Okay, here it is.
You know, the one of the Jane Doe accusing him of assault, SA, battery, and intentional infliction of emotional distress. Well, just that quick, it looks like the lawsuit will be dismissed with prejudice, meaning it can't come back. Tony Busby, who is the attorney representing the plaintiff, the Jane Doe, in this matter, just released a statement saying, quote, on April 20th, 2025, the Busby law firm filed a complaint in Nevada making several allegations against Shannon Sharpe on behalf of our client. Both sides acknowledge a long-term consensual and tumultuous relationship. After protracted and respectful negotiations, I'm pleased to announce that we have reached a mutually agreed upon resolution. All matters have now been addressed satisfactorily, and the matter is closed. The lawsuit will thus be dismissed with prejudice. So the documents have not been filed just yet, but what's key to note here is based off of this statement, Shannon Sharpe and the plaintiff agreed to dismiss this case. This wasn't a dismissal that was handed down by a judge. It was the two sides agreeing that maybe we don't have to go to trial on this one. If you're in my Patreon, I'll post the documents when they're posted. Ciao. I'm not a lawyer.
I know they did agree to it because the thing is, if he said the right figure, let's keep it real. If he said the right figure, you guys, and the right amount, heck yeah, she's gonna agree to be done with this. If I'm asking you for $50 million, and you be like, okay, girl, let's go ahead and settle this lawsuit, and I'll give you $20 million. I'll be like, no, nope, no. Okay, $25 million. Good and dead going well. Majority of us, let's keep it real. If we want to keep it real, we are going to settle that lawsuit because, $50 million is a lot, but $25 million is a lot. 20 million is a lot. 10 million is a lot, especially when you don't have that amount of money. So, of course, they're going to agree upon it. And he definitely is, because he does not want this mess to get out any further than what it has already gotten out. And then what if they decided to do criminal charges or something? So, I think he did the best thing right here when he settled it. He should have settled it before he even got out, and we wouldn't have had to worry about or hear about any of this weird stuff, that she was saying, and those little weird ass messages and stuff. So it is what it is. It's settled. I'm pretty sure later on in the future, we will hear about how much she got, or somebody will pretend like they know and let us know. But I'm thinking about 25 million, maybe 20 million. Let's see what this dude talking about right here real quick.
Shannon Sharpe and OF Model came to an agreement. Uncle Shannon, just a little word of advice. She was not an achievement. Shannon Sharpe and OF Model came to an agreement. Uncle Shannon, word of advice. She was not an achievement.
I know.
Apparently, Shannon Sharpe and the OF Model, they don't want to name him right now.
Let me stop this dude. Somebody said just what I said. It said Shannon is grown and knows the consequences. He has a type and will most likely be in the same situation again. Yep. And then somebody else said, old men better stop thinking these young girls are like Barbara and Shirley. I know that's right. Somebody said, here's $5 million and walk it off. That part. Monique told him to get someone his age. Think about it. He does not have to get anyone his age if he does not want to. Okay, let's just put that out there. If he wants, some people don't like older people, okay, when they get older. So if he wants a younger woman, he can just get a woman that's like, if he really want to go younger, he can even do 30. Okay, but at least she's not 20 or 21. Because 30 to 55, that's way younger. You know what I'm saying? Even 36. Hell, for that matter, even 40. All right, let's keep it real. Those are younger people, even 46, 47. Because if he's 55, come on. All right, so, I don't know why these people go to babies and try to date babies and shit. You know what I'm saying? Because that's basically what it is. Shit, the girl just 20, 21, 22. That's crazy, man. That is crazy. But anyway, it is what it is. She got her money, for everything that she went through. Like I said, Shannon Sharpe is a grown-ass man, and he knew the consequences, just like that lady said. All right? You said she's an Instagram thought. And now she's on to her next victim. And so what is he? Okay, putting this in everything. All right. So y'all always be talking about somebody as an Instagram thought. What about these niggas who be putting their in any damn thing. What the hell are they? They male whores. Okay, that's what they are. Let's keep it real. You said hashtag stop hating men. You stop making up excuses and shit when these grown old ass men be talking to these little babies and shit, and then expect them to be like a grown woman when something go down and shit, or when they don't get their way. There definitely is. Hey, Payo, thank you so much for tuning in. 20 is still a kid. Their brains are not developed yet. Right. They are kids. Shit. Okay, they are kids. It's like, almost equivalent to my son up in here. He's 17. He'll be 18 next year. He's damn near 20. It's like a kid. It's like let me see. So shit, okay, it would be like a 40-year-old trying to talk to my son. Okay? It's like my other son. I remember one time we was out at the store, and this old ass woman around my age at the time, because I was in my 40s, she trying to holler at my damn son. My son politely told her he do not talk to women who are the same age as his mother. And I laughed my butt off when he said that. Okay? I was like, you better not be bringing no old ass woman home talking about this your girlfriend, boy. You better get your little butt out of here. But he knew not to do that. He don't like older women like that anyway. The lady is the same age as me, y'all. That was crazy. I was in my 40s then. Early 40s. That's weird. Right. Right. And the thing about it is this right here. I mean, 18 is a legal age. However, you it's still too damn young when you're 55 years old. You're just almost damn 60. Damn, you are basically a grandpa. Okay? Damn. What do you think a 20-year-old want with a 50-some-year-old man? When she can have a young, let me stop, vibrant ass dude, and his body parts look vibrant too. All right, I mean, damn. If you want younger, do 30. I mean, some of them definitely don't want no 50-some-year-old man either. But I'm just saying, some 30-year-olds may want a 50-some-year-old man, but it's better if they are 30 versus 20 because they're just getting out of teenage years. And honestly, you can't even do a lot of things until you're 21. In some places, you can't even rent a car until you're 23, 25. So please, you're just starting out you're just starting out with life. Okay, a lot of young women talk to these men, especially rich men, because they got that money, honey. Let's keep it real. You got damn young women will talk to regular men who have a good job because they got a little money, okay? So we know what that's all about, and that's exactly why he's got to pay this woman, period. Hell no. Let me tell you something. Nobody wants a broke ass man. Okay, let's keep it real, all right? Because if his ass is broke and he get with you, he gonna make you broke too. You know what I'm saying? All that struggling and shit, and he can't pay shit, can't get no credit. Probably don't got no bank account or nothing. You know what I'm saying? Probably use this cash out for his bank account. Child, no. A dude does not have to be rich as long as he has a job, and he pays his bills, has a place to stay, a car to drive, and he take care of his responsibilities and know how to treat a woman, and he's honest and dedicated and monogamous, and whatever religion you are, he loves that religion or as well. Okay, when you got those traits right there, I mean, a lot of times the man does not have to be rich, okay? Because you do have some rich dudes that are a hot ass mess. You know what I'm saying? Because I know some that's got money, and like this one person in particular that I believe he used to be trying to talk to me. I just knew he was a player just looking at him. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he got all his shit together. All his shit is paid for, got money, used to be a singer, everything. But I just knew he was a playboy. I just could feel it. I could sense it. And so I would not talk to him. We're just friends. Because, some of these rich dudes be doing the most. But then you do got some that don't. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, as long as people, know how to act and treat a person like they should be treated, even if they have a regular job, as long as they are doing what they need to do to live and take care of their family or themselves, this is some things that you should look at. You know what I'm saying? playing my butt. It just doesn't matter. He's a grown ass man. He know what young women want. Okay, some women in general, you know what they want. What you looking at that fan? You don't like that air coming out? She looking at the fan like something wrong with her. Yeah, 21 is. It is. Right. Now, some 21-year-olds are very, very smart, okay? Some of them are. I mean, very mature, but still, dating someone that can be your damn grandfather, let's keep it real. What? You don't, oh my God, this cat. Hold on, y'all. You don't like this fan right here blowing air down? Let me turn this down, son. You be tripping out, honey. All right? You just like a female. Be tripping. Meow. Every time I look around, you're tripping about something. You don't want the fan on? I just turn it down. Let me turn it down a little bit lower. You be tripping, honey. Hey, you don't like the fan? We'll leave it off for a little bit because it is cooler. Oh, y'all, this cat is a trip, y'all. These damn Maine Coons are a hot ass, juicy mess. I'm here tripping out because I got the daggone ceiling fan, but I guess it was too high for it. But I should know this. It's going to come on low in a minute. I'm giving her a little break from it. I don't know why she's laying up underneath the bed. Anyway, she should have took her little butt over there in the bathroom or on the floor or something. Always in my damn bed at the bottom of it. Goodness. But anyway, some 21-year-olds are mature, okay? However, listen, I don't know why they would want somebody that can be their grandfather. Let's keep it real, okay? Shit. And even if you did want somebody to be, you know, want it for a minute, it should just last a minute and move on. For real, for real. Damn. That's what I'm saying. That's all it's about. He just wants some young stuff and she wants some old ass money. It's just simple as that because I know she don't want that old, you know what. So it's got to be that money, honey. You know, some older men, though, got it going on. But for the most part, some of them don't. Let's keep it real. Shit. So, oh my God. I got to turn this fan on just briefly, okay? You're going to turn it on very low. Hold on, y'all. Because you tripping. I'm not going to sit up here and be hot. Yeah, you got me messed up, Sable. We're going to just turn it down low, though. We're going to get low to the flow. Get low, get low, get low. Get low to the flow. Get low, get low, get low, Sable. Wait a minute, hold on. I got to turn it down. Look at what's too high. Too high, Sable. Girl, don't be looking all on yourself on my bed. Y'all, I'm so glad I got a bunch of covers up here because, man, I have to give her own separate cover. I ain't into no animals in my bed, man. But sometimes you got to improvise. And I put a like another blanket at the bottom of my bed and told her she can lay at the bottom. Can't get up there at the top, but you can get at the bottom. But anyway, it's 21 in all states. The legal age is 21. But age of consent, right, it does vary. I think some states age of consent is 16, but we don't give a damn about that. It's still, if a 55-year-old is talking to a 16, even if it's age of consent, that's too damn old. Sometimes you got to look at the moral side of everything, all right? The hell can a 55-year-old be doing with a 16-year-old just because it's age of consent in some states? He's too old, point blank. All right. And I don't know why these people want these old ass people other than for money, but still, you got some young men out there got it going on. Okay. You really do. I don't know why they can't find them. You have some younger men that have, they got it going on for real. They got a good job. They got some money and everything. So I don't know why they don't go searching out for these younger dudes, you know, in their 30s and stuff like that. But I know what they do though. I know why they go to older men. Because some of them be, you know, I'm not going to say, but you know. You said when I turned 21, it was like a light bulb went off in my head. No way is 18 an adult. It sure isn't. You still young as hell. My son will be 18 next year. And damn, I wouldn't dare let him out in the apartment by himself. Shit, he's still acting like a little kid. And you know, boys, some boys, not all, they grow up a little differently than girls. Okay, they be a little less mature than girls do. So 18 is still young. That's why that teen is there. It's still a teenager. Okay, when they start getting 21, they get a little bit more mature and stuff and everything. But I still think a 50-some-year-old man should not be trying to talk to no 20-year-old. She was an only's model, and you know how that goes, but still, have some type of morals, please, and stop being desperate on both ends, for real, for real. Because again, you do have some younger dudes, you know, got some money like in their 30s and things like that. I have met some of them. They be doing good, you know. And some younger dudes like older women too, because I remember when I was when I wasn't old, I was 20 something, and I had a dude try to talk to me. He was like 19, and I'm like 25, and he was like, I asked him how old he was. He said 19. I said, well, dude, you are too young. He was like, I bet you I'm doing better than any older dude you can talk to. He said, I got my own car, my own house. I got a real good career. What are you talking about? And I told him, boy, you can be my brother. Okay, my little brother. And I left him like that and kept on walking. Yeah. So, I mean, you know, you got some that's doing good, you know. And 19 and 25 is not too much of a big difference, but since he was still, that teen was still there. That's why I couldn't talk to him. That teen was still there, you know. Plus, he didn't have no children or nothing. So I looked at a lot of different things. You know what I'm saying? And I think people need to do that. But we know what Shannon wanted, and we know what she wanted, and they got exactly what they wanted. And this is exactly what happened. Point blank. All right. Now, let me ask y'all something, y'all men in this comment section right here. So, what's the youngest woman that you would date? The youngest woman you would date, how old? How young would you go? And then how old would you go? Let me get my background music back on, y'all. Let's put that music back on. It's Fuccery Saturday, y'all. Y'all take so long to answer questions. So let me see. The youngest dude that I would date, he would be, because I'm in my 50s, so the youngest dude that I would date would be probably, if I wanted someone young, he would probably just be 40 years old. That would be the youngest. I know that's right, Payo. Happily married. That's the best way to be. But if, let's say, if you weren't married, what would be the youngest woman? I mean, what would be the youngest that you would date? What's the age? Because I'm married too, but I'm separated, so it is what it is. So Jermaine said 35. Okay, Jermaine, that's a good age considering, because you know I know your age. Yeah, that's good. Like I said, the youngest I would date, if I was dating, it would be what did I just say? 40 would be the youngest. But normally I would talk to someone like 47, 46, okay? 4 year what? 4 year age. How old are you, Payo? If you don't mind me asking. Okay, so you're 50. So you would date someone 46, right? Yeah, that's the youngest you would date. Because if you're 40, if you wanted someone younger, if 40, you could go 40 years old, you know. And what would be the oldest in age? So Jermaine said 35. So that's the age gap, Jermaine, because I know how old you are. What's the oldest you would date, Jermaine? So 46 or 54. 54 would be the oldest you would date. How about you, Jermaine? What would be the oldest you would date? The oldest that I would date, I'm not dating nobody older. Okay, I'm just be perfectly honest. If I say older, the person could be exactly the same age as me, but I'm always going to go younger. I just don't, you know, I don't. If I was dating, I'm just not going to pick someone older. Okay, he's going to have to be younger so he can be able to keep up with me and enjoy the things that I like to do, because I don't be sitting around being bored watching damn TV and shit all damn day and night. The weekend just at home all damn time. It's okay to be at home a little bit, but I like to get up and go see outside. You know what I'm saying? To do things, go to the park, go to the beach, walk on the pier, go to the movies, go see some fun ass movies, going to concerts and stuff, going to jazz clubs and stuff, going to regular concerts and stuff like that, even going to rap concerts if it's somebody like Drake or somebody like that, a Lucky Day. He's not a rapper, he's a regular, singer. Going to see Lucky Day. I like dudes that get into that type of stuff, going to the park, just walking around in the park, getting on the swings and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Doing fun shit. Even get on the seesaw if they have it, because I still be doing all that weird shit. Going into the woods, not too far in the woods, because I be scared of those, animals and shit like mountain lions and stuff and bears and stuff. But just going hiking a little bit. I can't hike like I used to anymore, but because of my hypertension, but I can still hike a little bit. So it is what it is. I like stuff like that, y'all. I don't like all that boring shit. People sitting at home all damn day waiting to pass on. That's out. Life is full of living, not sitting around here, waiting to pass and talking about DATH all the damn time. I know that's right, but Jamal, good and damn well you don't want no damn old ass woman. You only your age, and she be damn near 70 and shit. Come on now. Well, you did say not walking with that walker. Okay. So that told the story right there. Yeah, she's a nice looking woman too. Yeah, you got taste, honey. Okay, so that's a good thing. Okay, so Payo, how long you been married? So you said 4 years. I said I don't want nobody older, only like younger. It is what it is. I just like younger. Because I need somebody who can get down on that floor and get back up without holding. You know what I'm saying? Somebody who's going to exercise with me, who can walk just like I can, and do all the exercises I can do, and they can do it with me. That's good, Payo. That is good. Congratulations. Let me see. Me and my soon-to-be ex, let me stop. We've been together since 1997. But then we met in 1997. But then we broke up, and then we got back together in 1999. And we've been together ever since. Yeah. So let's see, 97, 2007, 2017, almost 30 years. Yeah. So and we, we're still friends and all that and everything. We still get along good. Just that we grew apart, because he's an owner-operated truck driver. He's always gone. But that's a hard-ass field to be in when you're married. You know what I'm saying? Very difficult. But that's good. Congratulations and stuff. Happily married. That's good. And that's good to be married to the same woman. A lot of people will be like, Yeah, it definitely be like that sometimes. Yeah. But see, the thing that I don't want to do is a lot of people who be married, right? And they just, what can I say? Settle. You know what I'm saying? And they be really not even that happy. And I don't ever want to be in a relationship where I'm not happy, or I'm just settling, or I'm with a weird ass dude. You know what I'm saying? Me and my soon-to-be ex, we get along actually absolutely good. Actually, a lot of people can't believe that I even want a divorce. But, like I said, being on the road all the damn time, and never being at home, it really, really takes a toll on you and things like that. So it is what it is. People can't even believe it when I tell them that, because they be like, damn, y'all get along so good. You see us together, you wouldn't even think it. You know what I'm saying? But it's just like, I'm looking for more than just, what he can possibly offer. So it is what it is. But we are friends, so that's a good thing. And we definitely, still do things as a family and stuff and things like that. We're just not going to stay together. That's right. You definitely do in a marriage. But I definitely don't want to be in a marriage where, like some people do. They have a marriage full of lies, people playing around, people doing domestic violence, calling each other names, just doing weird shit. I'm so glad I have not had to worry about that with my soon-to-be ex at all. No domestic violence, no cheating, none of that shit. I ain't never had to worry about that. If only he could have figured out how to be on the road and do the other things that he needed to do as far as being at home and things like that. we would still be, I wouldn't even be thinking about a divorce because he does not cheat. He never put his hands on me. He's not stingy. When I tell people about him, other women and stuff, they be like, damn, he sounds like almost the perfect man. But no, he's not the perfect man. All right. And stuff. But a lot of stuff he just does not do. And I love the fact that he does not cheat. It is very hard to find a dude, just like it's very hard to find a woman who does not cheat. I don't cheat either. He does not cheat. That's good. And he does not drink. He don't smoke. He does not do drugs. None of that. Never smoke, never drink. He drunk little wine coolers. Never did no weed or anything. We don't, no ashtrays in our house. Never did. Neither one of us smoke. I don't smoke weed. I don't do no drugs. Or I don't even drink alcohol at all. I don't even drink wine coolers. I don't drink beer. I tasted wine coolers. I tasted beer before. I even did, you know how you experiment with like a weed? Yeah, you can tell I don't smoke because I call it the way I talk about it. I even experimented with that when I was like super young, you know, like when I was like, 19, around that age and stuff. I didn't like it. Just like I did with cigarettes. It was just plain ridiculous with the cigarettes. I used to smoke Virginia Slims, right? And I basically got the cigarettes because I wanted to be cool like everybody else. And those cigarettes are absolutely cute, right? And so I got those, had like a whole pack of them in my damn purse for about 2 or 3 months and ended up giving them away to someone. And I think I had smoked like 2 of them and that was it. And so I don't enjoy smoking and shit. And that day of weed, my sister and her boyfriend made so many jokes the day I tried to smoke it with them that I just never tried it again. I'm gonna be perfectly honest, because they used to call me like lame, you know, like you call people when they don't do shit. That's what they used to call me because they used to pick with me, my sister and stuff. And so they laughed and made so many jokes, y'all. I didn't never even try to smoke again. Talking about I couldn't smoke, what was I doing? All types of weird shit. So I'm glad they did that though. Because I bet you one damn thing, I don't smell like some people smell when they smoke weed. That shit stinks. All right. And then their fingernails be all dark and stuff. Their lips get darker and shit. No. It's like with cigarette smoking. You know, it does a lot of shit. I can't be doing all that. What's up, most hated ones? What's going on? Thank you for being here. Oh, no, I'm not doing no therapy. Okay. You say I only cheat when I get the opportunity. Well, you shouldn't be cheating. I'm going to smack you when I see you. I told you about that. You see, guys, I don't do domestic violence, right, with my soon-to-be ex, but I'm going to smack him, though. Jermaine, this is my little brother, because he be saying silly things. Cheating, so you be cheating. This player, y'all. He be playing that innocent role in this chat, but he's player. He told me he was a, what you call that? A little player. That's what he told me. What you say, it can be something real dumb that be upsetting y'all. Well, a lot of people say women be upset about silly things, but in my case, it's not dumb what I be upset about, but it is what it is. You know, it's a shame, you know, because we've been together so long. And it's quite difficult, too, when you've been together with somebody so long to get a divorce. That's why it's taking me so long to do it, because he's not going to file it. And because it's just different. You know what I'm saying? It's just difficult because you've been with a person all these damn years and shit. You be like, damn, you know. It's hard to go do a divorce when you've been with someone so long. The only time it's easy is if somebody been cheating or fighting you or doing some other things like that. So you have to make sure you're making the right decision anyway when you do a divorce. Because once I file a divorce, it's going to be final. I don't, you know how some people, they file stuff and then change their mind. I don't do that. That's why sometimes it takes me a long time to do things, because when I finally decide I'm done, I'm done. You said I didn't do therapy either, but when we went, wow, what a difference a professional can make. Yeah, but it can make a difference, okay? You know, I definitely believe in, you know, counseling sections. I was actually going to be a counselor myself. But the thing is, certain things, you know, can't be solved, okay, unless people are willing to change their mindset about certain things, point blank. And some people, they talk to a counselor all day and they still don't do, you know, what the counselor suggests. And since my significant other is already, what can I say? He's already like he is. he's going to figure that the way he does certain things is the way it should be done, regardless. So it is what it is. Like I said, when I file those divorce papers for real, the marriage itself will be dissolved, but our friendship will always be there, because we got kids together and stuff. So the friendship will always be there, period. So it's still good. I'm not sad about it or anything else, but it's good that you can stay with somebody 30 years, though. That's a blessing. And especially if you are actually happy. Because like I said, a lot of people be together with these people and people be cheating and shit, fighting, being disrespectful, lying, playing games, just doing all that weird shit. I'm glad I have never had to worry about none of that shit with my soon-to-be ex. None of that. He don't do none of that shit. Whatever woman that he gets, if he corrects one side of him that needs to be corrected, he's going to do good with her. And that's on everything. Well, you know what, Jermaine? Well, he's not going to do a freak off. Okay. Now, I may be willing to do a freak off with two fine ass dudes. You know what I'm saying? I'm just joking. But no, he's not going to do a freak off, and neither am I. Jermaine, we are not freakazoids like you. Okay. So when are you going to have your next freak off, Jermaine? Because I know you be into all these different things. You know what I'm saying? So when is the next freak off? When is the next freak off? Some of these people in this bushes may want to come. Okay, but anyway, y'all, it is what it is for Shannon. All right, and hopefully he will learn his lesson. I doubt it, but maybe he will. And I wish him, good blessing. I mean, not good blessings, but I wish him blessings, and I wish the girl blessings too. And we're gonna move on to another topic. All right, you are in the middle of a freak off right now. What you freaking off? How many people you got over? You got all women, or do you like have men and women? Are you doing the Diddy thing or what? Because if you got all women and you just yourself there, okay. But if you got men there too, I'm about to do those question marks. So you got all chicks. How many chicks you got there? Man, you crazy as hell, dude. Let's see what else we got here. Okay, so while they talk about freak offs and shit, we are going to move on to the next person, y'all. What is this at? They're giving them $1,700. That's good. It's not here. You said don't play with you? We know what's up, Jermaine. We know what you do. All right. We know what you do. Porcupine head. We know what you do. All right. So now, y'all, we're gonna leave from Shannon Sharpe. I wish them blessings, like I just said, many blessings, and hopefully he learns from this, situation. If he want younger, he can do 30. But 20-year-olds and 19-year-olds and 21-year-olds, that is just too damn young. All right, point blank. When you are 50 some years old, almost halfway to 60. Shit. I don't give a damn if you was 50 years old, you still too damn old. When your ass reach over to 50, you are in basically your kids are almost grown, or they are grown and they may have kids. Okay, so you're in grandpa stage. So it's time to let those little young ass girls go for real. The young ones that's 20 years old. You want younger, 30, that's pushing it, but 30, 40, but not 20. Oh, you was? Oh, okay, don't be trying to be funny, honey. All right, I'm gonna pimp smack your little ass when I see you for real, on everything. Okay? Most hated like I want to pimp smack you like they pimp smack some women. Pop, pop, pop. I'm gonna do it just like that, Jermaine. Just like that. Pop, pop, pop. And you ain't gonna do shit. All right, because I'm gonna have something else with me. And you ain't gonna do shit, dude. All right, guys. All right, y'all just don't know how him and I talk to each other. He say I be up here verbally abusing him. You guys know I do not do that. This dude just be lying. He is a liar. Shay is innocent. All right, so now we're going to talk about Mr. TDJ, y'all. TDJ, so we got Mo3 Trial thing up here too for Devon Brown. No, actually, let's go ahead and go to Mo3. All right, let's talk about Devon. Okay, is his name Devin? Devin Brown. Why did I say Devon? Devon. It should be Devon. That sounds better than Devin. Devon. Devon. Don't, that sounds pretty good. Devon. Okay. Actually, Jermaine, I did take an anger management class when I had to fuck up somebody. You know what I'm saying? So I had to take that anger management class. All right. So you saying I need another anger management class? Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and look at this Mo3 situation with Devin Brown, guys. Let me see if I can pull up anything first on the TikToker. All right. Let's see if we can pull up anything on there first. We're going to go straight into Mo3, y'all favorite person to talk about here on YouTube in this area of YouTube. Let's see. We're going to delete this one. I know. So let's see. Mo3. Devon Brown. And I'm saying his name like this on purpose. Okay, you guys? All right. Let's put this there. Devon. All right. Let's go over here and mute this music. And let's go over here into TikTok and see what we can look up and listen to. All right. Shannon. I don't know what to say. Isn't it November or October? I think it's November. Let's see what they're saying about this. This is not the right place. What did I just damn do up here? Let me put Mo3 name up here. Damn these people, man. Let's see. Let's see if we can pull it up there now. I don't know. Let's see here. I know people are. I made a mistake and put Mo3 too. Cannot type. You know the damn keyboard forever and still cannot type. Let's see. This is all old. This is old. This is all old, you guys. This is all old shit. What is the new information up here? Let me see if you gave me anything, Jermaine. Hold on. This is all old stuff, y'all. And then I got another, I think I got another, hold on. Another woman who accuses Shannon Sharpe. And I'm going to tell y'all about that too. I forgot to tell y'all. I'm going to go over that one too with you guys. Hold on, I'm just looking for the information. I got this up here. Everything except his name up here. I wonder why they don't have any updated information on that on here. Didn't you say his trial is starting in November? Mr. Thompson. Hold on, y'all. Let me see if I can get him. So if I can pull up any information. Oh my God, this is all old stuff. They are not talking about. Let's see. Let me just put this up here. This is the same stuff. I do not see any updated TikTok information. Let's see what's coming up now. Let's see if we can do it like this. Is that his real name? Oh, you got it right there. Let me look. Okay, hold on. Let me hold on, let me see. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Let's just leave this right here. Go back over here. Let me look over here and go here. Okay. Let me look on my other phone and see what you gave me. Thank you, Mr. Thompson, the dude who liked to do the freak offs. Let me type his name up here like that. And I actually spelled his name wrong. Okay, it's Devin. That's why it wouldn't come up. Let's see. It's Devin Brown. All this time I've been calling him Devon. Devin. Let's type his whole name up here. Thanks, Jermaine. I need to put a space here. I cannot type. I think it's November. Let's see if we can pull it up now. They do not have nothing. We looked at, remember we looked at this video? We looked at that video. Okay. I don't know why. Let me see if I take Mo3 name out of here. And take this out of here too. And take this out and then take this out. And let's see what happens. They got all this old ass information. All this old stuff. And this is not even it right here. So they basically gotta put Mo3 name up here. Let's see, one more time, y'all. All this shit is old. Old. Yellow Breeze is looking tripped out right there. See, you can pull up everything on here just about. Okay, so let me just go ahead and read what I got. Because I see right now you can't find what I'm looking for on here on TikTok. Sometimes TikTok don't have it all. Thank you, Jermaine. So anyway, let me put my music back on in the background and just talk about the stuff that I have regarding that. Okay, so it says Devin Brown is expected to stand trial in November. All right. Dallas rapper Yella Beezy was also arrested and charged with capital murder in connection with Mo3's unaliving. So let's see what else they got here. So anyway, of course, we already know it's been nearly 5 years since Dallas rapper Mo3, whose real name was Melvin Noble, was shot and unalived on Interstate 35 East. Now, one of the men accused of his unaliving is expected to face a jury this fall. Devin Brown, originally indicted for murder back in 2021, is facing federal charges, including capital murder. Now, according to an indictment filed in March, prosecutors allege Brown was paid to unalive Mo3 and that the person behind the payout was fellow Dallas rapper Yella Beezy, whose real name is Marquise Conway. So let's see what else they got here. So that's all we got on that, huh? Nothing more. Let's see. This is somebody else right here. So that's all they have on here, huh? Okay, let me see what else I can find on this real quick, y'all. This is really, thank you, Jermaine. Let's see what else we can find. So just like this. Yeah. And we're not going to go over his whole thing again or anything because, I mean, how many times do we have to do that? But we're not going to go back over that again. Let's see. It's the same thing. So, okay. So here we go right here. So court records show the trial is expected to begin in early November, you guys. I think November the 3rd or somewhere around that time. Let's see here. Now, another man, Kewan Dontrell White, was also accused early on in the case. Police tied him to the shooting in 2020, and like Brown, he was first indicted for murder in 2021. Prosecutors allege Yellow Beezy hired White to carry out the daytime attack on Interstate 35 near Illinois Avenue and Clarendon Drive, just south of the Dallas Zoo. Oh, well, I know where that's at because I think we went to, let me think. I don't think we went to the Fort Worth Zoo, but I still know where that Dallas Zoo is. Now, a video presented during Yellow Beezy's bond hearing in March shows a man wearing a ski mask stopping on the highway, then exiting a black Chevy Camaro and approaching Mo3's car with a firearm in hand. Mo3 left his car and ran in the opposite direction. Then the man chased him, firing several rounds and striking him. Mo3 was taken to a hospital where he was pronounced unalive. Now, Brown's alleged involvement in Mo3's murder remains unclear. Both men were arrested shortly after the shooting. WFAA previously reported White is serving a 9-year sentence for a GUN crime and is in federal custody. Records showed and Brown is booked in the Dallas County Jail. Now, Yellow Beezy is charged with capital murder while I can never pronounce this, moderation, I guess that's how you say that, in connection with Mo3's murder. That charge happens when the murder happens in order to receive a benefit or financial settlement paid upon the unaliving of the victim. And this is according to the U.S. Department of Justice Office of Justice Programs website. Now, Yellow Beezy has been out on bail since March the 28th, after a judge reduced his bond from $2 million to $750,000, adding the condition that we have no contact, direct or indirect, with any victim, witness, or co-defendant in the case. He is currently under house arrest. Now, the case has rocked Dallas hip-hop community as Mo3's murder has long been suspected to be the result of a rap feud, although both artists have denied having a conflict. If convicted, Brown could face life in prison without the possibility of parole or the penalty. What the hell is going on with my thing? Hold on, y'all. What did I do over here? Comments, banners, comments over here. Okay, I had to put the screen back. So like I said, Brown, if he is convicted, he could face life in prison with the possibility of parole or, the DATH penalty. All right. So let's see what else we can find. What's going on? Y'all have any comments? You said everything you just read is all anybody really knows. All these bloggers claiming otherwise is just making up shit to get views. I hope the so-called Mo3 sector follow the facts revealed during the trial without the nonsense. Yeah, because I'm going to tell y'all straight up, when I cover this in November, I'm going to tell you guys about this just exactly how it's done in the courtroom, just like I did with Diddy. All the personal shit I would not be doing over here because I don't know these people and I wasn't there. I'm just going to be covering just what they say in the news. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm going to give my own personal opinion, but I'm not going to do what some people do. All right? I'm just not going to do that because I'm not an investigator. I'm not a police officer. Even if I was, I wasn't there. You know what I'm saying? It wouldn't be my case. So therefore, I'm never going to cover any story like a investigator, or pretend to be one or any of these things. Okay, point blank. So we looked at that video, okay, a couple months ago of everything happening. Now I can show y'all that video again tonight, so we can look at it again just to talk about it. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at it. Let me first mute this thing on music once again, and let me look up that video. And I cannot believe they don't have any updated TikTok videos. At least I can't find them with people, with people talking about the upcoming trial. And you said that his other hearing is coming when, Jermaine, what is that called? The other one that you said he has before he go to the actual trial thing. If I'm saying that correctly, because I'm not a lawyer and I'm not pretending to be one either. Okay, let's what I was gonna Mo3's video on freeway. Let's just do the book because you can't put the other thing. Let's see. So let's look at this video right here. Let me see if anybody got a clear one. He need to be ashamed of himself for doing that. Okay. This is the actual clip right there. Couldn't be. Let's see. Let's look at this one. Trying to find the best one. Let's look and see if this one will show it. That's a damn shame, man. Who is that dude right there? What was he doing out that truck? Let's look at that again. What was he doing? Was he shooting? Let's look at this damn guy, this black truck, or this, whatever this was, a car. This is the first time I ever paid attention to that. Let's see if he was doing anything. I may be seeing shit. I don't know. It's hard to tell on these videos. No, that truck right there is the one I was talking about. Let me look at that one more time when it start back over. It's hard to tell looking at these videos. This is a damn shame, man. This car is stopped. Somebody should have ran his ass down when he got out that car with that weapon. I'm sorry. There was somebody in one of these. Let me look at these. Look like somebody was in that truck right there on the thing. It's weird. Okay. Somebody said I would be driving straight to the police. And the crowd is laughing. These people are crazy as hell. Okay, so what y'all think when y'all looked at that video? Again, for the 100,000th time. So the pretrial hearing is October. Okay, October 9th. Thanks, Jermaine. So what y'all think when y'all looked at that video right there? Now, it does look like his car did stall, okay, because it went a little bit, then it stopped. So we pretty much think that's what happened right there. But some people say that he wasn't looking for anything in his car, but I actually think he was looking for something in his car. That's why he ran around there looking for it. I mean, I just couldn't imagine him just running around there not looking for something to use. And, so because he already knew the dude was going to come back shooting or something like that. So he definitely was looking for his, what. I don't, honestly, you guys, at first I was saying, because at first I didn't know his car actually was stalling because it looked like it was stalling. Okay. So there's no way he could have just went straight into his car if his car stalled. So I don't know. Some people say he should have just took off running and he might would have gotten away, but I don't know about that. All right. There's some people got rumors out that he was trying to get in other people, have people stop to get in their cars. But ain't nobody gonna stop if they see a dude running with that big ass damn gun. You know what I'm saying? That assault rifle, that's what that is, right? They're not gonna stop and let him in or anything like that. What I said though, I'm shocked that no one, I guess they were scared though. I guess they were scared because you got to put yourself in that situation. You see somebody running down the freeway like that, shooting. How many people will actually try to run into him with their car? Because they're going to think that he's going to start shooting at them. Okay. So most people, let's keep it real. They're going to keep on driving and trying to get the hell out the way because they don't want to get hit, as you saw in that video right there. So honestly, I don't even know what he could have done differently other than not being on that damn freeway, or maybe just being more careful to his surrounding and, making sure everything that he needed was in that car. Other than that, I don't know what else he could have done to get out that situation. I just really don't. After, looking at this video footage so many damn times, I do not know. A lot of people don't think the person running is the person that they have. But I don't know, again, because it's hard to say. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to say anything. Why are these people laughing in the comment section? People are crazy, man. Let me see what else they're saying here. Let's see. Oh, y'all got it again. We don't want to hear that music. Let's see what he's talking about.
I usually don't do this, but I just want to talk about this situation because I'm tired of people saying Mo was stupid for running on the freeway.
I don't know if you could have did anything else.
All right, let me just try to give y'all play by play. So more than likely, Mo getting in his car and he see the car trailing him, right? Or he just see the car always by him. You feel me? So Mo start reaching for whatever he start reaching for. You feel me?
Probably his GUN.
At that point, Mo doesn't find it. So
that's what I think too.
Is searching harder and harder while still looking at the car. So at this point, when the car jumps in front of him, he swerves back over. Mo's knowing at that point, all right, let me slow down. Let me see what happens. At that point, the car stops. Mo notices the car stops. So he like, yeah, I got to get this shit. I got to get out the car and I got to find it.
And that's what I think too.
Side, but he's still looking at the car, trying to see what's
happening. That's what he was doing.
It's happening, but he know the car has stopped. So he know the car is for him. At
that
point, he start running a little quick to find what's underneath his seat. And that's when the people in the car, they realize, oh, he's searching for whatever he's searching for. Let's get out. And they get out. They start, you feel me? At that point, Mo has no choice but to run. He's on the freeway, knew the situation was going bad, knew what he was looking for, knew he had to get this thing. If he hop out the car busting, you don't stand by the car because then they just go come on that side.
You just start shooting.
You have a higher probability of trying to get away from this nigga by on the freeway for real. You really do have a higher probability in case the nigga don't want to shoot all the time. Because of all the cars. So Mo was really on point, like really on point. He had to drop on whoever was trying to come after him. His stuff just wasn't
there.
Y'all not giving this nigga his credit. He stopped. He did everything right, to be real with you. He peeped the scene. He put some distance between them, and he tried to get what he was trying to get.
I just believe he was looking
for. He couldn't. He tried to get up out of there. Y'all got to give Mo his credit, my nigga. I give him his credit. I usually don't do this, but I just want to talk about this situation because I'm tired of people saying Mo was stupid for running on the freeway. But all right, let me just try to give y'all play by play.
Okay, so stop. So somebody said this: if the car was not disabled, he could have reversed it or used it as a weapon. If you are in a high risk profession, before you take off your make certain your heat is there. If the car, listen, at first, before I knew that the car stalled, I said the same thing. But the thing about it, if the car stalled, you cannot use it as a weapon. Okay. Now his best bet would have been, but then some other people would have gotten unalive. His best bet would have been this right here. Before the car even stalled at all, when they was on the freeway and the dude was, I don't know if the dude was shooting or what, or just riding up beside of him. His best bet then was to ram his car into his ass. All right. Because when we see that full video, let me see if I can find it. Let me see. Hold on, y'all. Let me see if we can find that full video real quick. I don't know if I'm able to find it because I showed the full video once before. Let's see. Let me see if they can do the full video. I think when that attorney showed it in court, he showed the full video. Okay, this may be it right here. I'm not sure. Let's look at it right here. See. Yeah, see, when they were side by side, let me just tell y'all this straight up. I hope this person is not talking in the background. Let me mute it. When they were side by side, right? These are the two cars, right? The best bet would have been for Mo3 when he saw that this dude was riding with me, is run right into his damn ass and stop his car. But if he would have did that on the freeway, all these people right here, it would have been a straight up collision. And a lot of people probably would have got unalive as well. Okay, so honestly, I don't know what he could have done unless he wanted to play that role, what I just said. And it takes a very, very crazy ass person to do something like that. Because here it is, right? Let's play it.
Now, Your Honor, if I could draw the court's attention, if you look on I've stopped this video at 19 seconds. You see a gold sedan.
See, that's them right there. The only thing, listen, let me mute him. The only thing I think he could have done if before his car starts stalling or whatever the case is if these other cars weren't in the way, he could have possibly used this car as a weapon then to hit this car and push it off that damn road. That's the only thing I could see him to do. But if he would have did this shit with these cars all in the way, it just would have been a pile up, And even if it would have been a pile up, he could have still got out if he wasn't hurt to unalive him, and then other people would have got unalive. Now, right here, if no cars was coming, if his car wouldn't have stalled, okay, if his car didn't stall, because I don't know for sure if it did or not, this damn truck is in the way. Instead of him getting out, he could just went straight into his ass. Because see, it took him a while to get out the car. When people say Mo3, if the car didn't stall, Mo3 didn't have enough time to do that. Yes, the hell he could have, if the car did not stall. But it looks like the car stalled. Let's look at this again. I don't know if it did or not. I don't know if the attorney says that. I got to listen to it to see. See, right here, but you got cars all around. That's why he couldn't do much of anything. If these asses wasn't around, though, he could have fucking ran into this damn car because he already knew by then that this car right here was following him. He knew that. See, if the car wouldn't start there, he could have ran straight into his fucking ass before he even got out the car and fucked them up. All right. If his car didn't stall, I would have never jumped out the car. I'm telling you straight up, I would have ran straight into his ass, point blank. Okay, but we don't know if that car stalled. Okay, we just don't know that for sure. I don't know if they said it stalled. I got to listen to this attorney and see what he said. See, because he didn't get out immediately. He was still in that car right there. See this truck out in front? He was still in the car. This dude right here walked all the way around before this dude actually got out. He getting out now, okay? And he immediately, when he got out, he started shooting, you guys. He started shooting way back there. He was shooting way back there. Or at least he was holding the thing up like that. That's crazy. Let's see when he comes back down, running down the freeway. This is sad. Black people, we got to do better. You cannot be going around here unaliving each other. For real, for real. This is a sad situation. He didn't get in his car. It's gone. You know, this is crazy. Right. They said crazy how he got boxed in with the black car and the car behind Mo3 in the video, and then the shooter in that car. Right. And he did get boxed in, right? Let's see. Let's got the buff. It has to catch up, you guys. So what do y'all got to say? A lot of people said what I mean, but you know, once he stalled, if he stalled on that freeway, I don't know much he could have done once he went around to the other side of the car and he didn't see what he was looking for. And what could he done? I mean, I think he went around his car looking for a GUN of some sort, because why else would he go around there? I mean, he could have just took off running. He just knew it was there, so somebody removed it. He should have ran into his ass, but that car stalled, I guess, because I don't see why he would have stopped the car and did all this. Okay, if the car did not stall, I don't understand why he wouldn't have he should just went straight into his ass. Once that truck passed by, study him getting out. If that car didn't stall, he could have just ran straight into his ass. Because the dude didn't get out the car until you'll see him get out. You'll see him get out right up in here. See? He got out that car fast. He started shooting or he started shooting back there. That's why Mo3 stooped down and ran like that. And you know he was going to catch up with him. That's sad. That's a sad situation. Let me see what this attorney said back here, because I can't remember. Let's see. Let's see. So he's not saying anything much. The thing about it, did they confirm if his car stalled, or they really just don't know? Or they really just do not know? Do y'all know that? Let me go back over to the comment section. I don't know if there was even a GUN in there. He might not have time to get it. You're right. Because he was looking and this dude started shooting as soon as he got out of the car. But do they know for sure that his car stalled? That's what I'm asking. So if his car did not stall, he should have never got out that car. He should have just ran straight into his ass. You know, not trying to, do all this other stuff. Just run into his ass if his car did not stall. You can use it as a weapon. So if it did not stall, he could have just ran straight into him. Okay? And just knocked the shit out of him. All right? Because let me tell you something. When you catch someone off guard, even if they do have a rifle or whatever the case is, what kind of gun do you have? AK, something like that. Even if they have that, you catch them off guard, they're not going to have time enough to do shit because they're going to be trying to get out the way. Just like everybody on that freeway, they was trying to get away. Some people on that freeway probably had weapons, but they did not have enough time to do anything, and they didn't want to get shot, so they just going to try to get out the way. It would have been nice if somebody would have just hit him, though, the dude with the, and just ran his ass over. It would have been nice if somebody would have just did that, but, it is what it is. People get scared when they see weapons, and they just try to get out of the way. Let's look at this one more time. I promise you, though, right up in here, this is where he should have started knocking the shit out of him with his car. This is about the best bet. This dude is chasing you, okay? So start getting ready to get him out of your, vicinity. Make sure you just demolish his ass. And it should have happened. It should have happened right around here. See, when it was right there. But this truck was in the damn way. But once he got out the way, because the other video I saw, it really showed a lot of stuff. Can't reverse. Somebody said reverse a car. You cannot reverse a car on the freeway, okay? And you cannot switch over here and turn and go back the other way because this thing right here is in the way. So you can't do none of that. Can't go on this side because then he would unalive himself going over that. So he was just, that's why they did it on the freeway, because they knew this already. They probably already scoped everything out. Clearly somebody knew, his plans and everything else. And I still say he was going over there looking for something. Either he didn't have enough time to get it, or because the dude did start shooting immediately, or it wasn't there. But he may not just have time to get, but they didn't find nothing in his car though. So that leads me to believe that it just wasn't there. I don't think they found anything in his car. He was in it. You know what, Jermaine? The dude did start shooting while he was looking. And that's why he started running. That's a damn shame, man. We got to do better as Black people for sure. Okay? We definitely got to do better as Black people. And this is old. Mo3 told bystander that Rain set him up. Let's see what they talking about real quick.
When he told me, he was like, I knew it.
Let me see.
I think, man. He knew something, man. Like when he told me, he was like, I knew it. Like he knew something wasn't right or something. Like he said, he told Rain, like Rain, he said, Rain a hoe. That's how he kept saying, Rain a hoe. Whoop the whoop, man. I think, man.
All right. Does this it right here? Let's see what
Police say the victim, a hip-hop musician named Mo3, was approached by the killer on I-35.
So this is what
Both men stopped their vehicles. The victim got out, took off.
Let's stop it because we don't want to get it what's name. But let me look at this freeway again in full view. Yeah, see, it was not much he could do if he didn't do stuff before his car stopped or stalled. Not much he could do because you got all these things here. This here. This is crazy. Let's see what else they got here. Let me go back right here. That's the truck right there. Truck. Let's see. That's crazy, y'all. So this is like the front angle right here. Let's see what they got going on here. This is his car right here. Look like his tires are flat right there. I can't tell real good. It looked like his tires are flat, but I'm not sure though. He said you could tell it was shining. It seemed like he was shooting out that car. It really does. He said he shot the engine in the tire when he hopped out, not while he was driving. Okay. Let's see what else they got. Okay. So that's his car right there, right? Look like it's flat though, those tires. I'm not sure. This is just a bigger, this is the one we just watched, okay? What is this right here? Let's see this one. Oh, that's just everybody. What is this? Oh, that's just all the traffic. It's not these people. Stupid. Okay, let's do this. And this is the dude right here. Let's look at this dude up close. That's Yellow Beezy right there in custody, huh? I know I got the volume turned down. That's Yellow Beezy right there. Yeah, this is crazy, y'all. Okay, let's see what y'all said in the comment section. If y'all gonna be looking at all this stuff, maybe he was going to get the weapon and get back in the car. Maybe he didn't expect them to go GUN him down on the highway. I mean, this is pretty bold. It sure was. I don't think when he ran, I don't know, because the dude started shooting as soon as he got out of the car. So he probably did think he was gonna keep on shooting as he ran down the freeway. But then again, he might not have thought he was gonna do that. That was bold though. That's why somebody should have ran his ass down, because he was bold to shoot on the freeway. Somebody should have just mowed his ass down. Y'all be sitting up here running down people riding bikes, walking, and things like that. Y'all can simply hit this man when he was shooting. When he put the gun down, he was running back. Y'all should have just ran his ass down, because he had already shot and unalived this dude. And you could have just said, it's self-defense, because you didn't know what this man was going to do. That's crazy. Just run his ass straight down when he was running back to his car before he got to the car. But like I said, Mo3, when they was both riding on the freeway and they were like almost like side by side, if that damn truck wouldn't have been in the way, he could have just basically used his car as a weapon then and, kept on hitting him and moving him off the damn freeway. That's the only way I can see. But you know what? Even if we would have got through this right here, they still would have been coming after him. So I don't know. It's just pretty hard to say, But I know one damn thing, when that car stalled, because it looked like it stalled, if whatever he was looking for wasn't there and powerful enough, I just don't understand how he could have got, out of this right here. And I don't know why people keep on saying, why did he run? I mean, what you would have done? You're going to stand there and just let him just shoot you? Of course you're going to run, because it's natural instinct to run, to get the hell up out of there before you get unalive. So it's pretty, bad situation. But again, Devin Brown will be going to court. Let me see what you wrote on here. Pre-trial hearing is in October the 9th. And then he goes to trial. At least that's what we think so far, on the 3rd of November. All right. That's what we think. All right. So we got a lot of stuff to be looking forward to around that same time, because I think they said October the 3rd, Diddy goes to his sentencing hearing, right? And then his thing is 6 days later. And then the actual trial is in November. And I do hope, that he gets, life in prison, because that's plainly ridiculous. Everybody who was involved, and they need to find out exactly, if somebody set him up, besides the people they have. They need to find out all the people who are behind this, if any other people are involved. They really just truly do. And like I said, damn, we got to do better. We got to stop unaliving each other, period, because it doesn't even make any sense. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, too, you have to watch your actions as well, because sometimes people can do stuff to invite certain situations. You know what I'm saying? So, everybody just got to be basically careful, and that's a sad situation. And again, my condolences and prayers are extended out to Mo3's family, friends, and fans. All right? And I will be keeping y'all abreast of the situation once everything begin, like the trial and things like that. Anything else you want to add, Jermaine? And no, Devon Brown is not my son. All right. That's the most craziest shit I ever heard. My son is a detective. All right. And he would never be engaged in any type of criminal activity. And that's on everything. All right. Just so y'all can know. All right. So let's go ahead and move on to the next story, which is T.D. Jakes. T.D. Jakes. Let's stop sharing that one real quick. Okay, let's take this off and put TD's TD, we better not put his actual name up here. Let's call him, we can put this up here, TD. Well, I'm not really talking negative about him anyway. I'm just going to read what they say, okay? Because we don't need no what's the name, okay? All right, so let's go to talk about him now real quickly. Let's see what I did with this information. Okay, hold on, y'all. Let me get it. Let's turn that music back on. It's too quiet, y'all. It's too quiet up in this place. TD Snakes. Okay, let's see. See what I do with his shit. Gotta find Mr. TD Jakes. Hold on, y'all. All right, so here's his right here. Let's see. So TD Jakes claims that 44,000 AI bots spread rumors that he attended Diddy party. Okay, parties. So anyway, he is blaming these AI generated bots for the rumors that he had allegedly resigned from a Dallas mega church because of his involvement with Sean Diddy Combs. Now, in late 2023, the pastor and author condemned allegations that he attended X parties hosted by Sean Diddy Combs. Now, the following December, Jakes sought to subpoena YouTube's parent company, Google, over what he said were hundreds of videos with sordid and sensational allegations about him and Diddy. Now, on Monday, July the 14th, Jakes appeared on John Hope Bryan's podcast, Money and Wealth, where he claimed thousands of bots were used to defame him. Now, when that first broke out, it was 44,000 bots that were released on me. That's what Jakes said around the 26-minute, 40-second mark in the video below. He also claimed that 98% of the videos were AI generated, and he said, we have got to stop getting our information on TikTok. Anyway, he cited a 2024 Snopes article that confirmed the existence of videos containing AI that spread untrue information about him. The report, however, only analyzed a sample of videos, and it did not specify how many were created or what percent use AI generated content. Now, as we know, TD Jakes has repeatedly denied involvement in the allegations against Diddy, who earlier, as we know, was found guilty of transportation to engage in the P word. Now, he said if there were anything there, the FBI would have been on it. And that's what he said. He said he is not holding. He said there is no hiding it. Let's say, he said it takes all I can do at my age to try to stay current with what's going on, because AI is moving so fast that it is very difficult to tell misinformation, disinformation from real information. That's what TD said. And again, he has disputed the allegations of him going to any Diddy's freak off parties, okay? Now, during Diddy's trial last month, Jane Doe testified that the music executive had a list of favorite sermons, including 11 that were given by TD Jakes. Okay. So what do you guys think about that? TD Jakes claims that 44,000 AI bots spreaded rumors that he attended Diddy parties. He used the Scopes, I think not Scope, but Snopes or whatever article. You know, the Snopes usually let you know if something is real or not. He used that as the reason behind why he said the 44,000 bots spreaded rumors. You said he's full of it. So what about the video of him at Diddy's birthday party? But that wasn't a freak off. Okay. You said that wasn't AI. He's lying. Okay. But the birthday party is not the freak off. He said he did not go to the freak off parties. He didn't say he didn't go to any parties. All right. So let's see what some people are saying on TikTok about TD Jakes and those AI bots. Okay. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, so let's see which one I want to use. Let's see. Let's use this one right here, okay, guys? Let me turn this audio up. Wait, let me turn this thing out first, and then let me go ahead and present, share screen, okay? Wait.
Now,
let me go back to him.
Right. So, but this stuff goes viral. So they went viral on Oprah. It went viral on him. People trying to get clickbait, playing around, trying to get clicks so they can get paid, so they can become relevant. And what he's saying, and what I'm saying is knock that off. There's no time for all that stuff. And it's interesting how black people often increasingly are attacking black people. I said it, right? You got a whole bunch of black celebrities, about 10 of them, that have been attacked by other black celebrities. We got enough problems.
And might I jump in and say this? When that first broke out, it was 44,000 bots that were released on me. And for people who read Swoops, who does the investigation for NBC and other news outlets, discovered that 98% of them were all artificial intelligence generated. The other thing that it really proved to me, to Oprah, to Denzel, to all the people, it's everybody. It's everybody. Anybody that goes along with the turf, is that we have got to stop getting our information on TikTok.
Right.
You know, that's a good place to start.
Right. By the way, there is an FBI website. You can just go there.
yeah, absolutely. And you know, that's kind of water under the bridge. If there were anything there, the FBI would have been in it. Everybody would have been in it.
I just wanted to say it.
There's no hiding it. It's like when I had my health scare. Within seconds, it was all over the world.
Yeah.
You wouldn't have to find it on Instagram. You wouldn't have to find it on YouTube. You would find it in the 6 o'clock news. You would find it everywhere. Much to my surprise, actually. When I had my health scare, how far it went.
No, because the world, that was the world reminding you what was really important.
Yes.
That actually you're appreciated and loved by people that really matter. By the way, interesting when we had that conversation, when you had the conversation with Oprah, one, I make the point because if they're going to attack Oprah, they'll attack, I mean, the frequency is so low, you don't go after Oprah, you go after anybody. So number one. And two, she wasn't aware that you'd been attacked because she don't watch low frequency stuff.
No.
She was completely stunned that you had any experience with that because she don't mess around with that stuff. She's at a higher frequency. So
which really goes to our point.
Yeah.
If you ingest poison, don't be shocked when you die. it takes all I can do at my age to try to stay current with what's going on, because AI is moving so fast that it is very difficult to tell misinformation, disinformation from real information. You have to be quite shrewd and sometimes professional to be able to do that. And yet we have to keep up with not only being able to detect the true from the false, but also to keep up with the quick and sudden changes that AI is making, that is changing the frontier of employment, that's causing a lot of people to lose their jobs and causing a lot of prepared people to find their jobs and to move into realms where we can really get something done. I don't want to waste time talking about that. I really want to talk about what we came to build. We came to build communities. We came to do, through our relationships with Wells Fargo and others, we want to build communities.
Okay, so what do y'all think about that? Do y'all believe? Now, I do believe that, obviously some things could have been made by AI, but at the same time, I don't believe everything was made by AI in regards to, certain things that were stated about him. So I don't, like I said, I just don't believe everything was made up, You said, well, the pre-freak off sure ain't Sunday school. It sure isn't. Okay. You said he don't mind using social media to rip off the scale for his church. Okay. And there you go. But I think I did show some information on here and things, and we always use allegedly because we don't know for sure if this is true or not, or if this stuff is him or not. But let me tell y'all something about AI. You can tell AI a lot of these times, okay? Let's keep it real. They have some commercials going on right now on social media. Excuse me. And you can clearly tell it's AI for Oprah Winfrey. And then they got the other lady from that morning news show. I think her name, I can't remember her name, but that's AI as well. So AI, you can tell AI material a lot of the time, okay? Majority of the time, at least I can. So again, we know some of this stuff was AI, but at the same time, I just don't believe every single thing was, okay, point blank. He claims that he was not at Diddy's freak offs, so it is what it is. I mean, unless somebody have some real proof, that is the only way you are going to know 100% of the time, point blank. And that's all I need to say about TD Jakes. But I will say this, what's done in the dark will eventually come to the light. So we all know that. Okay? All right. So let's go ahead and move on. So we just did TDJs because we can't be like, staying on the same topics all damn night. Okay, so we did him. Okay, Devin Brown. I got his wrong name, but there's Shannon Sharpe. So let's talk about Jamal White, his mom, okay, real quick. And then I'm going to give y'all a couple of Fuccery news articles, and then we're going to get out of here. Because we've been on here for an hour and 53 minutes. So let me hurry up. So Jamal White, let me go ahead and do this real quick. Now, what did I do with the damn story? Hold on, y'all. Hold on, y'all. I got to find it first. I forgot what I did with it. Did I even save this stuff? Let me type it in here and get it. I don't know what I did. When I be out working and stuff or taking care of business, man, sometimes I be thinking I'm saving stuff and it does not be saved. Let's see. Okay, so let's see. So let's go ahead out of here. So I don't know if y'all heard about this story or not. Let me go ahead and change these headers right here real quick. I'm gonna take this off. It's so many stories that I cover every day, you guys. So I definitely can't cover all of them at the same time. So some things do, you know, don't get covered, you know. So this story involves a armed kidnapping of a 7-year-old Milwaukee boy, okay? Now, some new information came about regarding this. According to ABC News 7, they said a suspect said, this was on July the 18th, the original plan was to rob the boy's mother, who he claims was a known DD, DRUG dealer, who flaunted her money. All right. Now, of course, that was caught on camera. I guess I could show y'all that too. And like I said, the original plan was to rob his mother, Jamal's mother. And this is according to the suspect, Corey Williams. Now, Williams was arrested and charged with 3 felonies for being the driver last Friday. A 14-year-old boy and a 38-year-old man was also arrested. Hold on. So anyway, Williams claimed, like I said before, that Jamal's mother was a known DRUG dealer who liked to flaunt her money around. Williams drove his girlfriend's Jeep, and the other 2 suspects brought the GUNS. But when they did not see Jamal's mother, they went to Jamal's father's house to rob him instead. Surveillance video shows the 14-year-old and the 38-year-old jump out of their car with GUNs drawn. When Jamal's father ran inside, they grabbed the boy. That's crazy as hell. Then the kidnappers spread off to Williams' house. The 38-year-old called Jamal's mother and demanded $100,000 in jewelry in exchange for the boy. They were to meet at a nearby park. Jamal later told police he heard his mother say she would come pick him up, but he teared up in the interview when he said she never showed up. Williams told investigators the other 2 kidnappers talked about hurting Jamal to show they were serious, but that never happened. When an Amber Alert went out around midnight, the other 2 left Williams' house. When police moved in on the duplex the next day, Williams hid in the attic. Jamal was safely recovered in the upstairs unit, and Williams was found and arrested. The 14-year-old was later arrested at his house, and a black GUN was found under a couch cushion in the basement. This is a crazy ass story, okay? I'm going to show the video in 1 second. This is a crazy, I'm trying to understand the story. This is a crazy ass story, you guys. The hell, and then the mother was arrested, okay? I didn't even get to that yet. Let me go ahead and find the thing here on TikTok real quick. This is a crazy, let me share this first so I won't forget. This is a crazy ass story. Okay, let's go ahead and do this. Let me take Mr. Jake's off. I don't need TD Jakes messing with me, so I got to be nice, okay? Let's see this. Hopefully they'll be like, oh, you can't say that. Let's see. Let's see. Is this the video right here? This is the one right here. Let's see.
The original plan was to rob Jamal White's mother, according to suspect Corey Williams. Williams was arrested and charged with 3 felonies for being the driver last Friday. A 14-year-old boy and 38-year-old man were also arrested. Williams claimed Jamal's mother was a known drug dealer who flaunted her money. Williams drove his girlfriend's Jeep. The other 2 brought guns, but when they did not see Jamal's mother, they went to his father's house to rob him instead. Surveillance video shows the 14-year-old and 38-year-old jump out of their car with guns drawn. When Jamal's father ran inside, they grabbed the boy.
That's
Video
crazy.
from
That's
a neighbor
crazy.
captured his screams.
He is a coward.
The kidnappers sped off to Williams's house. The 38-year-old called Jamal's
Y'all
mother
baby
and demanded
wise.
one. Jamal's mother was a known drug dealer who flaunted her money. Williams drove his girlfriend's Jeep. The other two brought guns, but when they did not see Jamal's mother, they went to his father's house to rob him instead. Surveillance video shows the 14-year-old and 38-year-old jump out of their car with guns drawn. When Jamal's father ran inside, they grabbed the boy. Video from a neighbor captured his screams. The kidnappers sped off to Williams's house. The 38-year-old called Jamal's mother and demanded $100,000 plus jewelry in exchange for the boy. They were to meet at a nearby park. Jamal later told police he heard his mother on the phone say she would come pick him up, but he teared up in the interview when he said she never showed. Williams told investigators the other two kidnappers talked about hurting Jamal to show they were serious, but that never happened. When an Amber Alert went out around midnight, the other two left Williams's house. And when police moved in on the duplex the next day, Williams hid in the attic. Jamal was safely recovered in the upstairs unit. Williams was found and arrested. The 14-year-old was later arrested at his house. A black handgun was found under a couch cushion in the basement. The original plan was to rob Jamal White's mother, according to suspect
That
Corey
is
Williams.
crazy. I got to play
Williams
this
was
part
arrested
again right
and
here.
charged
That's
with 3
crazy.
felonies for being the driver last Friday. A 14-year-old boy and 38-year-old man were also arrested. Williams claimed Jamal's mother was a known drug dealer who flaunted her money. Williams drove his girlfriend's Jeep. The other two brought guns, but when they did not see Jamal's mother, they went to his father's house to rob him instead. Surveillance video shows the 14-year-old and 38-year-old jump out of their car with guns drawn. When Jamal's
The little boy
father
was
ran
riding him
inside,
to
they
that thing
grabbed
and
the
they
boy.
chased him.
Video from a neighbor captured his screams.
That's crazy, y'all. That is so crazy. Damn, let's look at this. And then
So
we
you,
go with this.
so you telling me it's the mom fault that the little boy got kidnapped and the dad is just scary as hell? That is insane, bro. Nah, don't scroll. The story of 7-year-old Jamal being kidnapped just keeps getting worse and worse. Don't forget to like and share. But basically, Jamal White was kidnapped because of his mom. Come to find out, she is a dealer, and them dudes was there plotting on her to get her. She ain't come out, so they left with the son. Mind you, the dad knew it was a robbery, locked his son outside the house, and watched that son get chased around by a grown man, screaming for his dad to help him, and just for them to take him away. Then what make it worse, the mom knew who had the son. She just ain't want to give up the bread that they was asking for, so the police had to go looking for the son. So we got a mom on people money, putting her son at risk. We got a dad that's willing to lock his son outside and let bro get chased by a grown man because he didn't want the money in his pocket to be taken away. Lock the whole family up. Man, lock the grandparents up too, just cause they birthed this nonsense, bro. Just lock everybody up. Lock the auntie up too for lying about them 4 men coming out the car. Just get everybody, bro.
That's a damn shame, man. Let's look at this one.
Action happened on Friday. The boy was found safe the next day. Fox 6's Ashley Sears is live, and investigators now say the boy's mom was the initial target.
Yeah, hi, Mary. The district attorney's office filed charges against 25-year-old Corey Williams today. Investigators say Williams, along with 2 others, had planned to rob the 7-year-old boy's mother, who they say was a known drug dealer. When they didn't see the child's mom, the plan changed, according to police. Video shows a white Jeep pulling up as the child rode his bike. His father was in a car alongside him. Surveillance video shows the Jeep blocking the driveway of a home near 61st and Eustis. 2 people ran out. One chased the father inside the home. The other grabbed the boy. Investigators say the child was kept in the upper part of a duplex at 39th and Lloyd. Police say the crew wanted a $100,000 ransom and jewelry. A criminal complaint says the child told police he heard Williams on the phone with his mother, who said she would get the boy but never did. The child was found safe on Saturday. Now, Williams is scheduled to be in intake court tomorrow morning. Milwaukee police say charges have been referred for that 14-year-old boy and 39-year-old man. Reporting live outside the Milwaukee County Courthouse, Ashley Sears, Fox 6 News.
A wild criminal complaint. All right, Ashley, thank you. Well, the boy's uncle was charged in a separate incident following the Amber Alert. Jamal White is charged with 2 counts of first-degree recklessly endangering safety, among other charges. This is video showing when prosecutors say White opened fire on volunteers who were searching for his nephew. 2 told police Jamal White opened fire when they were parking.
That's
now, White
crazy.
told police he was scared for his family. Cash bond was set at $20,000 on Tuesday, and he is due back in court next week.
So the mom was arrested.
Action happened on
days after. Let's see what they said.
It was Jamal White's mom the whole damn time. They didn't want the daddy. Stay focused. Jamal White versus Corey Williams and Jamal White's mom. Jamal White daddy wasn't the drug dealer. It was the goddamn mama they wanted.
That's crazy.
I'm sorry, sir. I'm sorry. Let's stay focused. So let's see what happened. Corey Williams contacted a 14-year-old boy to rob Jamal White's mom. Why? Because Jamal White's mom
was flaunting the money around.
Big time drug dealer. She on Instagram flaunting the money, and she put the money spread on her arm, and they said, "I'm coming to get that. We want that." Right? So what did Corey Williams do? He borrowed his girlfriend's car, scooped up the 14-year-old, and they went to go stake out Jamal White's mom's house. But when they got there, they couldn't find her. So they got impatient and ran down on the daddy and Jamal. They wasn't even the intended target. It was the mama. Stay here. So when they took Jamal, they said, "You know what? We're going to take him to this crib, and we're going to ask for $100,000 ransom to come get your baby. Because we don't want no annoying baby anyway. We just want the money." But guess what? He said while they was on the phone, Jamal was talking to his mama, and he said his mama never showed up.
That's sad.
But remind you, she put up $50,000 immediately. Said, yo, if you find my baby, I got $50,000 for you. That was a red flag. Everybody thought it was a red flag. Nobody just got $50,000 just sitting around, not just to give it away. I mean, I guess you can, but we should have known when she said 50,000, it should have been a red flag right there. All right. Jamal said when he was on the phone with his mom talking to her at the robber's house, they said, "Meet up at this location." The mama never came. Mommy never came and got me. Interesting. Either you didn't want to pay the 100 or you was in on it. I don't know. I'm still confused here. So it got me questioning. Is this a scheme that Todd set up? Was this a ploy? Why didn't you go get your damn baby?
That's what I want to know.
You had the phone numbers of the people, but you ain't go get your baby?
And you didn't tell nobody?
Hey, maybe you didn't want to pay $100K. I get it. But for $100K, if you got $50K, I feel like you got $100K. Just sitting around. But now the mom is in jail for pending charges. I think the police is so fed up with what's going on, they're not even gonna put the charges out. The charges could be a few things. One, I'm gonna say drugs. Okay, it says she a big time drug dealer. Potentially, they say, you know what, your activities does not make sense to have no little baby around, right? Or the charges could be You set this shit up for publicity.
That's what I just
Just
said.
like that girl did in Alabama. And if you did one of those two damn things, and especially that second one, I don't really care about the first one. But if you did this shit to get the media's attention, I want your ass under the jail.
Okay.
It was Jamal White.
Let's talk about this real quick. Okay, let's go back over here. So, I'm going to tell you, if she had $50,000 to put up to get her son back, so why didn't she have $100,000? All right, that's the first question. All right, why didn't she have that? If you got $50,000, why didn't she have the $100,000? Also, why did she tell her son she was coming and get him and didn't? And the dad, who in the hell runs inside the house and leave their son outside and close the door while his son is out there running, and then they grab him, he's screaming, daddy, daddy, daddy. What the hell is going on? You saying the father just left him, it was sickening. He's yelling for his dad. Shit is so sad. They would have to unalive me. I'm getting my son. What the fuck? The thing about it, they were thinking about hurting the little boy just to show that they are serious. Okay. Anyway, like she just said, the mom was arrested. Okay. The father also explains why he ran aside. Okay, so let's see here. So she has been arrested with charges pending, and I'm actually beginning to wonder if she planned this shit too. Who knows? Because if you got 50,000, you're offering it up, to find your son. Why didn't you just give these people 100,000 and go get your son? Okay, so anyway, she was arrested recently, and the boy's father, Jamal White Sr., is also explaining why he left his son during the abduction. Let's see here. So like we know, Jamal was abducted on July the 11th. Doorbell camera footage from the neighborhood where the boy had been last since was shared with police. And of course it went viral as they issued a nationwide Amber Alert for the child. Anyway, the video shows a child matching the police description of Jamal White riding a bicycle in the street. The footage also shows a white SUV matching the police description of the suspect vehicle. In the video, the child rode his bicycle as his father, Jamal Sr., drove alongside him. As the boy's father pulled into the driveway of their home, the white SUV turned around to block the car in. Two masked men exited the Jeep at the same time. One man, the driver, who appeared to be holding a gun, chased the boy's father, who ran into the house. The second man, who was in the passenger seat, went after the child, who ran up the driveway. Seconds later, the first man ran back into the frame and hopped back into the SUV. The second man entered the frame next, running back to the Jeep with the boy in his arms. He then put him into the car before fleeing the scene. 5 hours later, police issued a nationwide Amber Alert. Within 24 hours, police recovered the boy in a home near North 39th and West Lloyd Streets around 6 p.m., 7 miles away from where he was abducted. He currently remains with Child Protective Services, and his family hopes to reunite with him soon. Okay, so anyway, the father spoke out. He said, hell yeah, I ran. I'm thinking they trying to rob me, not take my damn baby. Y'all slow. We both alive, and my baby tried to get away like I taught him. God had us the whole time. Obviously, I did right, my baby's safe. And then he later added, first I set it up, then my brother kidnapped my son. Now I'm wrong for leaving my son. I know, I effed up. Y'all ain't got to tell me. My son good, though. Y'all wanted to paint every picture of me to be the bad guy. I can't win with y'all. but I won with my kid. Remember this, the internet. So that's what he said. The thing about it, even if you thought somebody was trying to rob you, you don't still leave your child out there, because these damn robbers could get mad because they can rob you and go unalive your son. That was the most stupidest shit this dude could have done. All right? Period. You gonna run inside the house and close the door while your son is out there being chased and then grabbed and he's screaming for daddy, and you still inside the damn house? You could have came outside the house and still ran after him, but you didn't do that. All right? Shit, ain't no excuse. Ain't nobody tripping. They telling the truth. You should have never ran in the house and left your son out there getting kidnapped and shit. And it doesn't even make any damn sense. He said, F all that. Ninja, you just left your baby. And that's exactly what he did. So as we already know, his uncle, who is Jamal's senior brother, Jamal White, 27, he was arrested because he, obviously we just saw it. He was shooting at a slow moving car a day after the boy was abducted. He is charged with 2 counts of recklessly endangering safety and the use of a dangerous weapon. His bond is set at $20,000 cash. All right. Now, according to a criminal complaint obtained by WISN 12 News, Jamal White told police he shot at the car because he was scared for his family, and he hid the gun behind the house in a wooden area. Investigators say a father and son were in the car, but they were not hit. The duo claimed they were trying to help in the search for the missing Milwaukee boy. So why did he start shooting? I mean, is he okay? For real. Because why did he start shooting at these two? Paranoid, huh? Now, according to reports, a man named Corey Williams, 25, was arrested in connection to the Milwaukee's boy abduction. Additional report states 2 other men, both 27, were arrested as well. Now, we have just learned that the mom got arrested on Tuesday with charges pending. She was given a $10,000 bond. And we still don't know what her charges are as of yet. So what do y'all think about this shit here? It sounds like a complete setup. I don't know. And I hope the mom wasn't in on it. Take shit. Honestly, I mean, this is crazy. The whole story is crazy. I don't even know what to say. I don't even know what to say. So what you think went on, Jermaine? Let's see what else we got here. What do you think, Jermaine, about the whole entire situation? So you mean to tell me they did all of this to rob the mom because allegedly she was a big DD and she was flaunting her money all around social media? So let's see what he said. If he's talking, that we can.
Jamal White told police what happened to him, and the man who took him, he's admitting everything. Here's the latest. 7-year-old Jamal White was kidnapped at gunpoint outside of his Milwaukee home, and now, for the first time, we're hearing exactly what he told police happened. According to the criminal complaint, Jamal said a man chased his dad and then grabbed him by the shirt and forced him into a white SUV. He says he was driven to another house where he sat in a room alone with people he didn't know for hours. Heard them talking about his mom coming to get him, but that never happened. Meanwhile, Corey Williams, the 25-year-old charged with kidnapping Jamal, confessed to police. He admitted the whole plan was to rob Jamal's mom, who's believed to be a drug dealer. But when she didn't show up, they took her son instead. He told officers that they demanded $100,000 in ransom, but were willing to settle for $10,000. He even said one of the guys suggested hurting Jamal to send a message. It was that serious. was finally found nearly 24 hours later, scared but alive. 3 people are now in custody. Jamal's still in CPS custody while investigators figure out if he's safe to go home. And the next court hearing is set for July 22nd. I'll keep you posted every step of the way. Jamal White told police what happened to him, and the man...
This is a bunch of bull crap. Okay, let's keep it real.
Milwaukee police have arrested 3 men at 2 separate locations linked to the abduction of 7-year-old Jamal
That's
White.
crazy, y'all. It's just, I mean, this is a weird ass story. So they were actually thinking about harming this little kid just to show that they're not playing. And then, okay, so you're gonna ask for $100,000, right? Then you're gonna say you'll settle for 10 grand. So if she was offering $50,000 for safe return of her child, why didn't somebody else, that they was working with, pose as the person who found her son to get the 50 grand from her? And if she can give up the 50,000, why didn't she just give them the 100,000 ransom and go get her son? And also, why come the dad didn't do it? You said you don't think that she was what? So what they were going to rob the dad at that time, and he ran into the house and closed the door while they was out there getting the son. That's right, because they never thought about, they didn't plan to take the boy. They was planning on robbing the mom. And then when the mom wasn't around, they were going to rob the dad. But the dad ran inside the house and left the son out. So then that's when they probably thought about, grabbing the kid and let's use the kid to get her money. Okay? And that they just probably didn't think that through at all. They just grabbed the kid and took the kid to one of the dude's house, I guess, and called the mom up, I guess, contacted the mom and told the mom 100,000 or you can't get your kid back. Yeah, there's not any. These weirdos just weird. So they got the mom on pending charges. So those pending charges probably, if they have evidence on her actually selling, and then child endangerment, neglect, and those probably some of the charges. I don't know what else she will be charged with. As far as the dad though, running, I mean, that's just some crazy shit right there. I'm not gonna lie. That is very weird and crazy. I don't know too many people who would have just left their son out there like that. I just don't. That's weird. You would grab your son, and if you couldn't grab your son, you're gonna stay out there with him trying to fight the dudes. That's crazy. You're not gonna just leave your son and go and close the door and shit. He came back out, but by the time the dad came back out, they already had the boy in the car and they was driving away. Now, just think if they were really trying to unalive this kid, that could have happened. And that would have been the dad's fault for not giving his son point blank. So that's crazy, y'all. But anyway, I'm glad, the little boy is safe. He's in Child Protective Services. I'm glad everybody's in jail right now. And when I find out what the charges are for the mom, if they reveal it, I will let you guys know and keep you guys abreast of this case as well. That is crazy. This lady is 32 years old. Wait a minute. Some people said she was faking her son's kidnapping. I don't know if that's true, if she was involved in it or not. It could be, but like I said, once they get some additional information, I'll be able to tell you guys she could have faked all this. You just know what I'm saying? I mean, she could have put all this together. I don't know. That's why she didn't show up. But what would be the purpose of her faking the kidnapping when they were asking her for $100,000? What would be the purpose of it? That's crazy. So I don't know if she actually played a role in this or not. Because what would be the purpose? Usually there's a purpose when people do fake stuff, like fake kidnappings and things like that. Usually there is a purpose to it, and I don't see it. I don't see it. So anyway, I'm just glad this little boy was found. My prayers are standing up to him, and hopefully, we find out exactly what happened, and everybody who is responsible, hopefully give them a healthy little sentence, because that's really ridiculous. All right, including if she was involved type of way. See what they saying for here. Okay, this is the same thing I'm looking at now. Yep, thank God he wasn't hurt. Because that other dude wanted to hurt him, point blank. He definitely did. Okay. So, yeah, I think that's all of the topics that I want to discuss tonight. Just making sure. And now I'm going to give y'all a couple of fuckery news articles, and then that will be it. Let me stop sharing this real quick. Definitely. Because he definitely could have got hurt with them psychos. Desperate for money. They're going to say they can take $10,000. That's crazy as hell. $10,000 ain't shit. So the mom should have went over there and gave them the $50,000 if she knew who had her son. That's crazy. She knew them. That's weird. People do stupid shit. If she knew who it was, why did she go over there and give them $50,000 so nothing would come out, and she get her son, nothing could come out, all that. Like I said, I can't wait to hear everything that she says, to the police and things like that, the detectives and stuff, to see what was really going on. Because this is that's a weird ass case, you guys. It really is. All right, so let's go ahead and move on. I got some fucking news articles for you real quick, guys. We're just going to go through them. I'm not going to talk about them like that, but I'm just going to tell you guys about them real quick, okay? So the first fuckery one is, hold on. So the first fucking news thing that I want to tell you guys about is about this woman, this mother of 7, was arrested for allegedly telling a man he could actually assault her baby for $400. This is some straight up fuckery news right here, you guys. I mean, this lady right here needs her butt beat. All right. Some people do not deserve to have kids at all. At all. They don't deserve it. Okay. This woman has 7 kids. She was arrested after she allegedly told a man he could actually assault her 7-month-old daughter for $400. All right. 32-year-old Morgan Stapp sent a Snapchat message to an unidentified man on November the 1st, 2024, that offered the actual assault of her daughter for $400. 7-month-old. She said, I will give me half now. And then she said, I'll send my Addie. And she said, I do live alone and her dad is not in the picture. Anyway, the police was notified by Snapchat itself after the company flagged the message as possible illegal. An FBI agent contacted staff at her home just 10 days after the message was sent. And then she tried to lie and pretend like she did not have access to her Snapchat because she recently bought a new phone and she could not have sent the message. But she later admitted to a child service caseworker that she lied. Anyway, the FBI obtained a search warrant for her Snapchat account after learning of her confession. And they reportedly found over 7,000 messages sent between October the 29th and November the 1st, including 81 messages that said the same thing. Would you be interested in buying my nudes so I can get baby diapers? Anyway, this woman was arrested and charged with attempting to commit child sex trafficking. All right, as she should have been charged with. This is plainly ridiculous. Okay, why do some people have kids, y'all? Okay, and then they, abuse them, do weird shit. Now that's definitely some fuckery news, and she is fucked up for doing that. That's plainly crazy. Trying to get $400 from somebody to have sex with her child. And any man who does this, you need to be incarcerated too. It doesn't make any damn sense. 7 months old. I hope they took all her kids from her ass, and I'm sure they did. Okay, so another one is, y'all know Denise Richards, the actress, right? Anyway, she was involved in a domestic situation with her husband, her ex-husband, I believe. Yeah, her estranged ex-husband. He also allegedly threatened to unalive her. So this is her. He clearly blacked your eye. This is a damn shame. This is some fuckery when men decide to beat up on a woman. Does not make any sense at all. So anyway, she did place a restraining order against him. All right. Let's see what else they got here. She said throughout her relationship, her ex-husband would frequently choke her. He would squeeze her head with his hands. He would tightly squeeze her arms. He would violently slap her in the face and head, and then aggressively slam her head into the bathroom towel rack. In 2022, allegedly, she claims that her estranged husband bruised one of her eyes. I guess that's what he did, the picture I just showed you. And then she said he called her an effing bitch while hitting her in the eye with the palm of his hand. She also claims that her ex-husband got mad at her when she went on a work trip, and he allegedly grabbed her by the back of her head in her hair and slammed her to the ground and screamed, "You are not canceling my flight. I'm going with you, and I do not trust you." She did provide photos of her bruised arm and, of course, of her eye. So she did get a restraining order, and her ex-husband has to stay 100 yards away from her property, her home, and car. That's crazy. And she did file for divorce on Monday, July the 7th. And they were married for 6 years. And he's a Bravo. Okay, she was on Bravo, I guess. This is crazy, man. You would look at this dude, you wouldn't even think he'd be fighting her like that. You know what I'm saying? What's up, old boy? Thank you for tuning in. You wouldn't even think he would be fighting her when you look at his pictures. Doesn't even make any sense, man. Like I say, you know, some people just do not look like they be doing anything. Let me show y'all this picture. You would never even think that this man was beating the crap out of his wife at the time, now ex-wife. That's a damn shame. Some of these men just don't learn, you guys. They just don't. And that's some fuckery, the way he slapped her in her eye with the palm of his hand. That is crazy. Okay, so let's see what else we got here. So, this lady, y'all, moved to Russia to escape racism in the U.S. Okay, anyway, when she moved to Russia, she actually got attacked by a racist neighbor. No, racist neighbors in Moscow. So let's see what happened. This is some straight up fuckery. So, Francine Villa, a Black woman who left the United States in 2019 to escape racial discrimination, says her attempt to find safety and dignity in Russia has ended in violence and betrayal. I don't know why she thought she could move to Russia to get away from racial type situations. That's crazy. So anyway, she alleged that she and her 2-year-old child were assaulted by racist neighbors in her Moscow, how do you say that? Apartment building, a place she once believed would offer her peace. So she was born in Russia, but spent most of her life in the U.S. She had moved back to her birth country in hopes of escaping what she described as repeated racist encounters with American law enforcement. She said, "Why did I make up my mind to move to Russia? Because I wanted to leave the country where I was facing discriminations." Okay. So she went there and thought she was going to get away from it and got her ass hurt or whatever the case is, or assaulted or whatever. Okay. Let's see. So she said she was physically attacked by a couple in her building who reportedly beat her with their fence while screaming racial slurs in Russia, all while she held her toddler. So she did get on camera at the hospital, and she is seen, bleeding and crying, and she has injuries to her face. And she said her child received bruises as well. Why, girl, you should have brought your ass over there. Hold on, y'all. I don't know who told her there was no racial discrimination over there in Russia. I don't know who told her that. And just because you was born there, it doesn't mean you need to go back there and live there, okay? Also, she said that the couple changed her locks to her apartment, to cut off her electricity, and they threw her baby stroller down the stairs. So clearly they did not want her there. So in the edited footage, you can see her and the couple in a heated confrontation. And they was threatening to evict her forcefully. She also said that her neighbors had blocked her from entering her own apartment and that the situation had reached a terrifying level of hostility. She said the police have failed to respond or offer any protection, echoing the same systemic failures that originally pushed her to leave the U.S. in search of a better life. I just don't understand why she thought she can go to Russia and not face any type of racial situations. That's crazy to think that, to go all the way there. I guess she got a baby while she was there, because I think she said she moved in 2019 and her baby is only 2 years old. That's crazy. Somebody said, yeah, I think it's funny she left a racist country for another racist country. That's what I was going to say. That's crazy. I mean, I got a friend live in Russia. He said that it was fine for him, but you know, I mean, he's blessed. Somebody said racism is everywhere for all races. My parents, who are white, stopped at a McDonald's in Philadelphia. When they entered, the place got silent and everyone was staring at them. Everybody was black. My dad said to my mom, turn around and walk out. Now, when they got back outside, a police officer asked them what they were doing in this part of the town and suggested they move on. The thing about it, racism is everywhere, but you know, it actually affects black people, you know, more than anything. All right. They up here arguing in this comment section. Listen, stop trying to make it seem like white people face racism more than blacks, because we already know black people face more racism. Point blank. Somebody said she was a fool for moving to Russia in the first place. They are mainly all white there. What did she expect? Most YT folks are racist, ignorant, and evil in the first place. Very few are true, not intended for the good ones. Let's see what this person said again. I wouldn't say most of them are, okay? I mean, some aren't, you know, just like in any other race, you know? It is what it is, okay? But I think she was crazy for moving all the way to Russia, thinking that it wasn't, you know, there wasn't going to be any racism there. That's crazy. Hopefully she can get herself back onto USA. Maybe she can pick a state, a city and state that isn't, you know, as racist, because it is some out there where you can move that isn't as racist. Say what? Okay. You said, yeah, she should have did some research. Slaves don't generally care for black people, especially Eastern slaves. Okay. But anyway, like I said, I don't know why she was born there. That's why she moved there. But I don't understand why she didn't know that there is racism in Russia. That's crazy. First of all, I don't want to go to a country where no one, I don't know what people are saying. Okay, they could be saying any damn thing. You wouldn't even know. And yeah, you can use all that stuff, you know, where you get a translator and stuff, but still, those things are all right. They're just not 100% good. Oh, okay. You said Slavs. Is that how you pronounce that? Or slave? I don't know how you Slavs. That's what they call them over there? Okay. Just use regular words, okay? Then I won't say it wrong. Okay, but that's crazy how she basically went there thinking that there was no racial discrimination or anything else. She done went all the way over to Russia and got her ass whooped and everything else. So it sounds like it's even worse. Okay? So that's some fuckery, you know, because, you know, for black people, racism is everywhere. Let's keep it real. All right. I don't do that over here, okay? I don't do that over here. All right. So anyway, the next Fuccery story, and hopefully this lady gets back wherever she needs to get back to safely and soundly and get herself out of Russia. Because clearly they don't want her in that area where she's at. Okay, so anyway, the next story is that a man 61 passes on after a tragic MRI machine accident. So this happened in Long Island, New York. This dude, 61 years old. So this is what happened. So this happened on Wednesday. Okay. This man was drawn into the machine because of a large metal chain he was wearing, according to police. So after initially being listed in critical condition, the victim passed on from his injuries and was declared deceased by a hospital physician on Thursday, July the 17th, which is sad. Anyway, let's see. They claim the man entered an unauthorized MRI room while the scan was in progress. They said the man was not a patient at the facility and there was no type of criminal things involved. So I guess his gold chain, you know, got sucked up and pulled him on in there, I guess, you know. Anyway, some things that can happen. It probably pulled that chain, because that chain was around his neck. It probably got sucked up, right? And, you know, pulled him up against the machine and choked him to death. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, because he had a chain around his neck. I'm trying to figure out why did he walk in there. Okay. Anyway. Okay, so anyway, those injuries that you can get from, you know, wearing a chain in the MRI machine or other type of injury, you can get strangulation, asphyxiation, cervical spine injuries, and that only happens if the patient slams against the MRI. Okay. I'm just trying to figure out, why was this man in the damn MRI? Was he, I don't know, was he had something else going on with him? You know what I'm saying? Because I'm just trying to figure out, why did he walk into it in the first place? I'm thinking he probably has something going on with him. So he just walked his ass on in there. Somebody said it sounds like the S word. Could have been. Or, like I said, he could have been like, you know, had Alzheimer's or something like that. You know, you just never know. They said he was looking for his partner or son or daughter or relative. He entered without knowledge. They also say he could have been hallucinating. It could be many different reasons, okay? He's 61, he might not just knew, you know what I'm saying? He probably just didn't know. That's what I meant to say. And maybe he did walk in there looking for a relative, but they didn't mention anything about a relative. I think something else was wrong with this dude. And when MRIs are in progress, I thought the doors be locked too. You know what I'm saying? Tell you don't come in there because of all the radiation and stuff. And what happened to the person that gives the MRI? And a lot of people are saying the same thing in this comment section too. But anyway, I think the man might have been having some type of episode, because it seems like he wasn't thinking clearly. That door should have been locked, though. It really should have been, and the tech should have been watching. That's crazy. They say he came to get his wife, and the technician let him in the room. But that article did not mention anything like that, so I don't know where this person got all this information from. So that is allegedly. But anyway, my condolences are expressed out to his family and friends, and my prayers. That's a sad situation. This is what that machine looks like. Okay, just in case y'all wondering. That's crazy, y'all. Damn. So when he went into the room, what did he do? Get in the damn machine? Did he get in the machine or something? Because I mean, let me read this again. He was drawn into, okay. So when he walked into the room, he must have been standing close to that machine. And then the machine sucked him in, because he had on that damn gold chain. And then when it sucked him in, it must have choked him to unalive. Okay, that's what it did. Choked him. That's sad. 61. I bet you this dude must have some type of stuff. Well, no, they say he might have went in there. Somebody in the comment section said he went in looking for his wife. I don't know about that. And the technician let him in. Or either he was having some type of episode and went in there thinking something else. He didn't know, and he stood too close to the MRI. He didn't know that the chain, the magnetic piece would, pull him in there because he had on the chain. That's why they tell you don't be wearing jewelry and all that type of stuff. Plus, it also does something else to the machine. That's why they say don't wear that type of stuff. But anyway, that's a sad situation. And again, my condolences and prayers are extended out to his family and friends. And that's sad. So they claim Epstein list is not there, but yet his ex-girlfriend, Miss Maxwell, she bragged about a one-night stand with JFK Jr. allegedly. That's some fuckery right there, you guys. That's crazy, but no list, right? No list. So y'all know Trump wants to cut college access programs for low-income students. That's definitely some fuckery right there, you guys, okay? That is crazy. Why is he attacking people who need stuff the most? Why won't he, go after, people that are rich and things like that? Huh? Now that's some straight up fuckery to be trying to cut off college access programs for low income students that really truly need these type of programs. Okay, so let's do two more stories and that will be it. So y'all, president claimed that he may disclose some truth about UFOs, much like he claimed that he was going to disclose that list. All right, so I'm just looking forward to finding out what type of truth he's going to let us know about in regards to UFOs, you guys. That's some fuckery right there if he does not disclose anything. All right, he's probably going to say he didn't see anything that indicates we ever dealt with any aliens or anything like that. Okay. Check this, y'all. Check this out. An illegal, pleads guilty or pled guilty to getting his own daughter pregnant at a blue state migrant shelter. That is some straight up fuckery. Let me see how old his child is. Let's see this. This man is 44 years old. He got his 14-year-old daughter pregnant. He repeatedly raped this little girl. So they did arrest him, and he was charged with aggravated rape of a child and held without bail. And he has been sentenced to 12 to 15 years in prison, as he should be. All right? But it's some effery how he did do all that stuff to his daughter, 14 years old. So that little stampede they had at Beyonce's concert, there was a cockroach that caused that stampede, you guys, where some people got injured. Isn't that some straight up fuckery how people be scared of certain things and cause a whole bunch of chaotic mess? Okay? That is crazy. Okay? So did y'all know the person who was doing a tour with the Annabelle doll, he passed on the other day. Now, the coroner claims that the doll was nowhere in the room when the guy passed on, all right? Because a lot of people said the doll is cursed, and the doll is the reason why the man passed on. The thing about it, what the coroner does not realize is that the doll does not have to be in the room if it was cursed to do anything to this man. His name, Dan Rivera. And he was, I don't know how old, let's see. I don't know how old this dude is, okay? But he was on the tour, you know, showing his doll and all that type of stuff, I guess. So anyway, they're trying to figure out what exactly happened, you know, and they don't think any foul play happened or anything like that. But a lot of people think the doll did this, okay? So you never know, guys. You never know, all right? You just never know. Let's see, one more. I think let's see here. Oh, 6-year-old. Now this right here is really, it takes the case for fuckery, okay? This is the fuckery of the week right here, okay? A boy 6 years old, you guys, fatally drops a premature baby on the head while roaming through neonatal unit of a French hospital. Now, the little boy, they claim the little boy is Superman, okay? Okay, he's been running through the hospital the whole entire time his mom has been there. And he's just basically unruly. All right, they said in this article that the boy actually slammed the baby on the floor, on his head. All right, so with that being said, I don't know exactly what type of punishment, if any, they're going to give this little boy because he's only 6. But the little baby, the woman, the girl who had it was a young mother who, this was her first child. Okay, I think she was like, the mother is like 19 or either 20, 21, somewhere around that age, or 23. This was her first child. Okay, and this little badass boy took that baby and just slammed her on the ground, on the floor. And he said that the baby looked like a baby doll. That's crazy. First of all, I know the mom was in the hospital, probably just having another child or whatever the case is, I don't know. But where was the dad or other relatives? The baby shouldn't have been in the neonatal room or in paternity or anything without, you know, a grown-up supervising him. Why was he allowed to run throughout the hospital in the first place? That's crazy. My condolences are expressed out to the parents and stuff, especially the mom. And my prayers are extended out to and for them as well. I think the baby was a little girl too. That's a damn sad situation. Sad situation. And y'all remember the white California man who punched the black boy for speaking to white children? Anyway, he was sentenced to 41 months in prison. So that's like what? 4 years, 5 years in prison? Because 12, 24, 36. Yeah, that's like almost 4 years in prison. So he punched a black boy for speaking to white children. That's some fucking right there. And you know what? And I'm glad he got 4 or 5 years in prison, as he should have gotten that. Because what he did is definitely some straight up fuckery. Okay? So y'all, that is it for all the fuckery news and everything else. I hope you enjoyed the show. We went on for 3 hours today. That's enough. An hour for Friday, an hour for Saturday, and an hour for Sunday. So I will not be back again until Monday with a brand new line, but I will be doing my Country Rain reaction videos, obviously on Saturday and Sunday. Thank you to Jermaine for being here. Right. That's crazy. So they was there. Okay, they were there. The mom was having a baby, or I guess other grown people were there. They just wasn't watching him like they should have been. And yes, A. Roach, that's crazy. Just say, cut it out, bro. Okay. But anyway, thanks to this person, whoever this is, okay, for coming by, entertaining us with a free screen, link me and all this other bull crap. And thanks to old boy for stopping by, showing support. Yeah, Most Hated Bronze was up in this place. Thank you so much, Most Hated. Pio must have went to sleep. He was up in this place. Thank you, Pio. Everybody in the bushes, Red Squid, X-Files, thank you so much for being here, showing support. Everybody who watches this in the replay, I appreciate each and every one of you guys. All right, and let me take this down because we are getting ready to get out of this place. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to thumbs up this video and subscribe to the channel and hit that bell notification so you can be notified of any upcoming videos. And share and leave a comment. And if you want to show additional support for this channel, you can do that by doing a super sticker, super chat, or a membership for $4.99, or you can do a Cash App donation to $Shades2. All right, guys. So let's go ahead and do all this. Y'all have a blessed weekend too, okay? And make sure y'all take the time out. This is Shay's Thought. Take the time out to really enjoy yourself and to be, around positive people and to, just give people the same respect that you want. All right. And make sure you stay happy and just, take some time to chill this weekend and take some time off of YouTube as well. All right. That's my thoughts for this show right here. All right. So anyway, y'all have a good night. Be blessed. And I'll see you guys in the next video. All right. And I'm going to play the outro in just 1 second. And thanks, Jermaine. Now, if something major happens, I'll come and do a live. If not, I'll see you guys on Monday. All right, let me go to mute this music. All right, guys, let me turn this down since I almost scared this cat. Good night, y'all. See y'all next week, okay, on Monday. Have a great weekend. And don't forget to check out my Country Rain reaction videos over the weekend in my Dollar Tree haul and my shorts. Y'all be blessed, and I'll see y'all on Monday. Peace out.
Yo, turn the lights down low and the drama up. She's late, she's loud, and she live. Woo! You already know who it is. Shades too, baby. She back again. Mic hot, crowd lit, vibe on 10. Shay walk in like we back again. News, tea, jokes and spins. She don't do small talk, she go in. From the headlines to the comment section, she call names with no correction. You tuned in, don't act brand new. It's late night, baby, she got that view. It's late night with Shay. She say what she want and laughs all day. Look on Shay's tube, press replay. You thought I let gang, back again. It's late night with Shay. She say what she want and laughs all day. Look on Shay's tube, press replay. You thought I left, nah, I'm back again. Popcorn ready, wig on alert. She dropped one line, is somebody hurt? Talk show queen with a side of roast. She run this thing from coast to coast. Late on purpose, still on time. She hit you with shade, then call it a rhyme. Talk smart, talk slick, talk flame. Say the name right here, late night with Shay. Late night with Shay. She say what she want and laughs all day. Live on Shay's tube, press replay. You thought I left, nah, I'm back again. Late night with Shay. She say what she want and laughs all day. Live on Shay's tube, press replay. You thought I left, nah, I'm back again. That's right. News, drama, laughs, whatever else you feel like. One mic, one queen. Late night with Shay. On Shay's tube, she back again. It's late night with Shay. Yeah, she say what she want and laughs all day. Live on Shay's tube,